All right. Let's see what Grand Bazaar is going to get us going today. Spring 16. We're just halfway through the first season.
Day boogie.
Yo, what's up, Blue Phoenix? Let's go, baby. We booging today, dude. Thank you for 25, man. We're booging today. We're booging. All right, last where we left our farmer, cow suited out of our mind, we managed to... We just had quite a trip yesterday now, didn't we? I guess a quick recap is we're about halfway through the first season in game, and we're really starting to find our footing as a farmer. And we're starting to unlock more and more features, which are pretty essential to the overall experience. Stuff like the crafting system, the farming, the animal husbandry, and we've even been participating in some of the seasonal events. We actually failed our first seasonal event because we fell in the river and died. Our oxen died and we woke up and we were screwed. So we are having quite a good amount of luck here so far in our playthrough. We slept through the ceremony for the flower festival, which we worked pretty hard to win, which sucked. But we just kind of let stuff happen. We didn't load the game or anything. We couldn't, but we're just rolling with the punches. Otherwise, we are really starting to reveal a lot of the game's systems and interesting interactions that the game is throwing at us, and the stuff that really makes this game feel different compared to other farming sims. Yes. Stuff that really makes this game stand out from a lot of other farming experiences, right? All right, nice. We just got the stuff we needed to go crafting. And we could go craft that jewelry that we needed, and we can get the next stall going. Nice. So just to kind of give a recap of stuff that we've experienced in the game so far. Look, we have a cow glider. I repeat, we have a cow glider. Anyways, so some of the stuff that we've been like kind of opening up in the game is, so the story is that this town, it has a bazaar, and the bazaar every Saturday in game, you go to a big open market and you sell everything that you've earned. This game is very different from a traditional farming sim. How so? Well, there's no shipping bins. You don't ship your goods in a bin. Yeah, instead you ship stuff at the bazaar. Every Saturday you sell things at the bazaar, and it's different. I've never played a farming sim like this ever. Now, you can sell stuff at stores if you want, but apparently the value at which the stuff at the stores is pretty low value, so you don't want to be selling to Miguel's shop. You want to be selling at the bazaar to get the maximum amount of money, but you can still go ahead and just sell anytime you want. The game does give you the freedom of choice in that sense, all right? And then other than that, I guess it's worth noting that you also are starting to unlock more shops at the bazaar. And this is pretty cool that the game does this. So it almost makes me think about Harvey's Island and how over time you add more and more shops to Harvey's. It's very similar to that, right? So I have a lady who rehomes animals there, and we have a carpenter there. We have Miguel's General Goods, and we unlocked a sprite store that has the mysterious nature sprites selling their goods, and we're slowly unlocking more and more in different shops to interact with at this bazaar that opens up every Saturday. So I'm just kind of explaining some of the points of growth in the game that I've stumbled across so far. Let me go ahead and make this accessory. We need this. We need this accessory made. And then we can actually make ourselves a new watering can. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get myself an upgraded watering can. It takes 6 hours. And I think my watering can just left my inventory. Oh, wow. So upgrading your tools still takes them away for the day. Good thing I did it in the rain. Ooh, harvest. Well, before we do that, let's go take care of our animals. The cow glider would give me the strong urge to say moo every time I used it. Which is fair. All right. Okay. We're gonna pet you.
There.
There. There. All right, so just take care of our animals. And if you're wondering what the music notes are, the music notes are things called happy points, and you receive these to interact with the nature sprites. So this is very new to me. I've never interacted with a farming sim with these with the nature sprites kind of having their own currency. It's kind of neat. All right, hopefully our animals eat naturally in there because I do have fodder in the bins. This is a good day for us. We got a rainy day, which means we can go ahead and just focus on harvesting. I think these might be harvestable. No, they're not. But these are. We can focus on harvesting and then maybe going to say what's up to the townsfolk. I do want to get some crops in the ground, though, before we go to the townsfolk. Yo, what's up, King of Arcadia? Good to see you. All right. Dude, my jump's crazy, dude. This guy, I can't get over the farming. I need more farming games with kung fu farming, dude. I need it. I need it in me. All right, and then let's go ahead and grab some seeds here to plant. It looks like we have a good amount of space here. We could plant some stuff that we've never planted before. So here's some soybeans, and then we have some wheat and some tea. Watching from the Philippines. What's up? How you doing today, Coden? Welcome in. Nice. Appreciate you popping in today. Thank you very much for coming to say hello. We're just getting started here this morning, so good timing. I watch on YouTube in the background at work, so I'm not in the chat much. Can't wait to get home after work to play again. Such a great game. Dude, nice. Welcome in here. How you doing today, Burmy? Yeah, you popped in here yesterday and you were chatting a little bit as well. All right, we better not let ourselves pass out. Let's go get our bath. Yeah, it's nice to meet you in here officially again, Burmy. And enjoy the show, enjoy the lurk. Lurkers are always appreciated. If you choose to lurk over at the Lurker Zone on YouTube, that's totally rad, and your support is appreciated. You should know that I value that support just as much. Yeah, we're listening to the in-game music, and it is lovely. This game's music might be one of my favorite parts of the whole game. It might be one of my favorite parts. The music is selling me big time. Nice. We got some 1-star fertilizer, so we can get higher ranking fertilizer apparently. All right, field is taken care of today. A little bit longer than I expected. I really need to get to town early so I can do a quest. All right, let's just put all of this stuff away. Now that we have the extra space in storage, we can just start putting everything away. And let's go ahead and grab these cookies just in case we need to eat. And then let's go ahead and do some foraging. And I'm gonna sow these fodder seeds. Just gotta get those out of my inventory, get them out of the way. All right, I think we actually might just eat these cookies now. Eat up. And it looks like we're getting a buff.
Nice.
Cookies. Petting rare item. Dang it. I don't know what that means, but I think we should have ate that before we pet our animals. What's the benefit of fertilizer every day? So fertilizer increases the quality of your crops, and the higher the quality of the crops, the more they're worth. So if you fertilize your crops every day, for example, you can get the highest quality possible, which would be 5 stars. Now, I'm sure that there's like an optimal... I'm sure there's a system in place that's like, you know, maybe you can stop fertilizing at a certain point. But the game's so new, I'm not sure about that, right? So for now, your best bet's just to fertilize every day. And this is probably similar to A Wonderful Life. See, in Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, there was a similar system where you could fertilize every single day. And based off of that game, I imagine that there's nothing but benefits to fertilizing daily, right? So the nothing but beneficial to fertilize daily, I imagine. Again, just using knowledge of a previous game, I can't confirm that. All right, let's make ourselves some speed food here. We'll make 2. Does this game have a box to sell, or do you need to run a shop?
Yes.
So yeah, you have to run a shop, but you can also sell stuff at Miguel's Mercantile. So there is like a general store you can sell stuff to, or you have to sell stuff at the Grand Bazaar. That's your options. This game doesn't give you any other options. Which is kind of neat, right? Because I've never played a farming sim that didn't give you options to just sell at a shipping bin. It's cool, right? It's very different. All right, why is it? All right. My little nature sprite's hanging out over here. Let's talk to him. He's hiding.
Heya!
Heya, how you doing?
Yo.
It looks like the nature sprites can't be leveled up in this game. So we might be interacting with them differently. And correct, Pixie Rose is perfectly correct there. They said, and keep in mind that you make more money if you sell at the bazaar. So you as a player have to decide sometimes, okay, I want this food, I want this money now, versus maybe I'll get this money later and I can hold off, right? This reminds me of A Wonderful Life. Did anybody play A Wonderful Life? There was a similar system where if you waited to sell your stuff for when Van showed up, you would get more money, right? But otherwise you could just sell any day, but Van was always the best person to sell it, right? I just hate wasting time running a shop. Well, the funny thing about that is this whole game's based off of running a shop, so you shouldn't look at it as wasting time. You should actually embrace it as one of the game's systems, because like that's the whole game. It's called Grand Bazaar. The whole game's designed around the shop. So this game might not be for you if that's how you feel. Yeah, like that. Yo, how you doing, by the way, Mortis Rose? Like unfortunately, like that is this game. It's called the Grand Bazaar, right? Like it's based off the idea of running a shop, right? Hop across the islets of the river southeast of town to find a barrel. By jumping on it and using your glider, you can reach new areas. A strong wind at your back will help. Whoa, we're getting to explore? Wait, what? I figured as much? Yeah. And I understand that, by the way. That wasn't, just for the record, like if you're not into that shop mechanic, I completely understand that. Yeah, it's very different. Yeah. I believe you give the sprites items to level them up and level up the items you forage, like giving fish to the fishing sprite. See, I tried to gift the sprites and it wouldn't let me. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe I wasn't giving them the right gift. Yeah, maybe I wasn't giving them the right gift. It does say that I've talked to them. So like, but it doesn't have a gifting symbol. So that's the thing though. You can't believe this log. Right? Because Burmy could still be right, because sometimes these games like to be sneaky. And they like to do this stuff like either under wraps and you just have to kind of know how it works. That's just how old video games are. Or maybe there's something that has to happen in the game. Like, either way, I might not be able to do this yet or something. Like, I'm not sure, but I'll try gifting them the things that make more sense to them. So the fishing guy is over by the fishing hole, I believe. Do they have a sprite headquarters? Not that I know of yet. For the deluxe, I paid 104. Whew. Sorry to hear it. Yo, good to see you today, Gunblade. I hope you're feeling good. When you run a shop in the Bazaar, how much time do you take up per day? There's a morning shift from like 10 to 2, and then there's a night shift from 3 to 6. So your Saturdays are very, very busy in this game? Frick, dude, this sucks. This is... Alright, I need to wait. I need to go eat more food. That sucks, dude. I'm bad at this. Yeah, the Bazaar's only on Saturdays. Yeah, only on Saturdays, correct. No, that's why I needed to go up there. I didn't know where I was going, dude. Dude, I might pass out. Woo! Nice. What's up, Aelith? Hey. Wait, we just found the sprite headquarters. Never mind. There it is. Yeah, you have a whole week to prepare for the Bazaar. Nice. Ba-ba-da-ba. Welcome, welcome. This is our house. We're always bumbling around outside when the sun's awake. But when the sun goes to bed, we stay here. But you can come hang whenever you want. Because we're buds, right? Don't be shy. Just stop on by.
So happy.
Look at their little portrait. Look how cute that is. Oh yeah, it's not daily, Mortis Rose. That makes more sense why you were maybe a little bit hesitant. Yeah, it's way more manageable. So it's only Saturdays that you run the Bazaar. Every other day is yours to do whatever you want. That's right. Yo, what's up, G-Ski, by the way? What's up, GC? Yo, when's Hot Shots Golf come out?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, there was something we wanted to ask you. We were hoping you could share some of the happy stuff that you found with us. The more stuff we share, the more beautiful stuff we can do for you. Sharing is caring after all, right, bud? Who we gonna date? I'm not sure yet. Maybe Freya. You can share items you find with the nature sprites. They each collect different things. Wow, this is literally what Burmy was just talking about. Ivy collects rocks, wood, and other forageables. Finley collects fish, honey. Wait, Finley collects fish. Honey collects honey and honeycombs. Webby collects mushrooms. And Penny collects bugs and other critters. Share items with each of the nature sprites to level up. They'll be sure to share lots of happy energy with you as thanks. Once you've reached a certain level, items you collect of that same type will get a boost in quality. That is so interesting. So you gift them items, and then the items that you forage in that category are naturally or higher quality. That's super interesting. For example, if you share lots of bugs with Penny, all the bugs you catch will get a quality boost. You can check your nature sprite levels from the overview section of the bag menu. Details on their cheer time effects at the Bazaar can also be found there.
Happy times!
Hoo-ha! Happy, happy day. Guess that makes us sharing buds from now on, Rob Boss. See you around. Happy, happy, hey, hey. What's up, Pee-wee Crossing? Welcome. You got a golden egg, and you just have 2 hearts and 0 stars. So it's got to just be RNG, or it's got to be based off of hearts. All right, so let's go ahead and quickly check the information page here. And let's go see what these dudes are all about. Good morning, Nugs. Okay, so not this page. Nature sprites. Found them. So, may extend cheer time. Always boost item freshness. Always boost item quality. May sell 2 items at a time. May sell more items overall. Wow, dude, this game just keeps laying layers on top of layers of interesting systems for you to work with. It just doesn't stop. Was this house built into a big tree stump? It even got a tiny door and windows. Dang, I guess we can't go in there. Is this how we got here? Yeah, this is how we got here, so we can go this way. Does the game allow same-sex marriage? I believe it does, yes. Oh, wow, we can't even pickaxe this stuff. Yeah, there's no way, right? We got gold up here. All right, let's get out of here. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right, nice. I'm really happy that we did that today. I was thinking that I was wasting my time. I was like, man, I hope this is worth it. It totally was. All right, let's go get this request from super cute scenester chick. Let's see what she wants. Hey, Rob Bosch, you busy? I dropped a bag somewhere by the yellow windmill. You haven't seen it, have you? Find the lost item. Okay.
What?
Huh? You'll help look for it? You really don't have to go through the trouble, you know. Always the people pleaser, aren't you? Or maybe you're just bored.
Whatever.
Seriously, it's not a big deal. It's just a bag.
I guess.
I'm just annoyed that I lost it. But if you happen to find it, I guess that'd be cool.
Right.
You know, whatever. See you. Shut up. I hate her. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate her smug attitude. You freaking little rat. I'm not. Yeah. Get out of here with your. Get out of here, man. She's such a rat, dude. Let's go cleanse our palate and talk to Freya.
Yo.
Well.
Yikes, did the town move under a waterfall or something? What, you said the same?
Fantastic.
It's so wonderful to see our little bazaar grow. It's not much yet, sure, but every step forward counts. I know we can do it. That's right. Find it and keep it, F her. Yeah, I'm usually stressed playing these games because the clock's ticking. Do you feel rushed to do tasks each day, or is it relaxed? I'd say it's pretty rushed overall. Unfortunately, I'd say it's pretty rushed overall. Yeah, these older farming sims are kind of brutal with the time management. Now, just like Stardew, you're not really punished by the clock, really. Like, you have until 5 a.m. every day. So, you know, on Stardew, you have till 2 a.m. In this game, you have until 5 a.m. So that's the first thing that helps it a little bit more relaxed. Secondly, these games are kind of play at your own pace. So, like, you don't have to plant your whole field of crops. You could just plant half a field of crops. That would make your day feel a little bit better. You don't have to have 8 animals. You could have 4 animals. Does that make sense? Like, you can kind of control the pace of these games, right? But I'm going to tell you, the clock is going to make you feel kind of stressed. Yeah, like it is. Like it's honestly even a hair faster than Stardew, I think. Like a hair. It's probably about the same as Stardew's clock. Oh, and sorry, I did miss that question. The days end at 5 a.m. All right, I don't know if I need to... Oh, I was going to buy some more radish seeds. Yeah, let's buy these, actually. Let's buy 10 radish seeds. And then we'll just be broke again. Yo, what up, Smitty? Coming in with the 43? Coming with the 43. What's up, man? Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Questions are welcome, chat. Don't be shy. I'm here to help. I'm here to help you figure out if this game's for you. Yeah, don't be shy. Did you hear about one of the outfits DLCs for this game? Yeah, I don't know exactly what's in it, but I know that there's outfit DLC. I know there was chickens. I think there was like maybe a duck. I got the cow because of early access. All right, nice. Did my jewelry finish?
Yes.
Oh, I got my copper watering can. Yes. No, my jewelry's not done yet. We're gonna wait. All right, so let's go ahead and check some requests. We do have some requests, and I think I need jewelry and I need dyes. So we need to figure out the dye stuff. So let's do that. Do we have anything left in the production line? We don't. So we do have to wait a little bit. So let's wait a little bit and then we'll come back. Wait, really? That's so dope. I didn't know that. That's so special. What the heck, man? All right, are my animals eating naturally? I'm still learning how this game works. All right, I need to go inside the barn to check. Are you guys eating naturally? You are. Okay, you haven't eaten though. Why not? Do I have to man? Okay, there's no more food in here. Well, that makes sense. No feed left. Okay. That's not good. I think we can cut some fodder down to get some feed. No, I can't. I thought you could cut the fodder. Yeah, you can't. What the heck? I thought you for sure could cut the grass. All right, well, I think I have enough money to go buy some fodder at the store real quick. Hopefully it doesn't close yet. I think he closes at 9. Will you be able to buy outfits at the bazaar when you finish that quest? Yeah, I think so, right. Because the one lady's a fashionista. There's a fashion store that I'm trying to open. And a decoration store. So I don't know what kind of outfits I'm going to be able to buy. They might not be as good as the cow costume. But yeah, I think outfits will be available. All right, let me quickly buy some fodder. I need to be able to feed my little animal today. It needs to grow first? So it's just not fully grown yet. Okay. I thought it was. Maybe my animals ate the fully grown stuff. All right, we have enough for just one handful. We should probably check the weather to see if it rains again tomorrow, but I think we'll be fine. Trying to decide between this game and another game? Whoa, I almost jumped in the water. Nice. What's the other game, if you don't mind me asking? Yo, good morning, Tiny Pandas. Thanks for the pro tip. Good morning, Stella. And welcome in here, Tamper, the perpetrator. The cow costume must surely increase your mobility. It helps to move. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. That is a tough competition right there. I think Rune Factory was pretty good. I played it for about 5 to 8 hours and I liked what I played.
There.
That's a tough decision. Okay, nice. Eat up, little bit. All right, now all the animals are fed today. Nobody's starving. All right, now we need to grab flowers. We need to grab flowers to make dyes. So let's grab a bunch of flowers out of here and see what we can do here. I played every RF and Story Seasons game up until now. Oh, wow. So you're just trying to decide which one to play, I guess, maybe even first? I think this game would maybe go on sale before Grand Bazaar does. Or sorry, Rune Factory. Maybe that will help you decide. I have a feeling that this game would more likely go on sale faster than maybe Grand Bazaar. I think Grand Bazaar might go on sale sooner is what I'm trying to say. Dang, this uses a lot of flowers. This dye uses a ton of flowers. Way more than I realized. This sucks. I'm gonna need a ton more flowers, dude. This sucks. All right, let me grab all this stuff. Doing 15-hour days? Whew. Yo, Gunblade Lad, I hope you managed to find some time for yourself, dude. How do you upgrade tools? Via the windmill. So it's like a crafting system. The windmill's your crafting system. And it's pretty similar. You put materials in, you wait a couple hours in game, and you get your tools pooped back out. There might be more systems that I don't know about later. My knowledge is pretty limited at the moment, just because I'm so new to the game, and I never played the original. So if you don't know, this is a remake from a game from 2005-ish. It's a DS game. I just say 2005 because that's like DS era. All right, I'm gonna take all this stuff out of my inventory, and we're gonna see if we can cook something. We're gonna see if we can cook something here. We can cook some food. Cooking doesn't take any time, which is nice. Why can't we make this? Oh, I need to process the walnuts first. I forgot about that. Okay, we can also just process the eggs to make mayo. I think I'm going to save the eggs. I don't want to cook. I don't want to eat my eggs yet, because I think we're going to actually sell those at the bazaar. All right, I'm going to make a single turnip salad, because I've just never made one before. Don't confuse your flowers with flowers. The Pun Blade Lad has returned. A legend amongst pun enthusiasts. Oh, yes. Wow, what a pickup. I actually had somebody send me Animal Parade in the mail, and I was very blessed them to do that. It was very cool. All right, nice. A little bit of food, so that'll help us kind of get through the rest of the day, because I kind of want to go out and do some more adventuring. If only I didn't fall into the freaking lake multiple times. We should be able to take our second bath. I just ran a silkworm farm. Oh, I didn't get that. I played Animal Parade up to, I think, the second or third bell. So I might not have ever experienced too much of the silkworm stuff. That's pretty cool though. Like, that actually makes me super happy. I imagine there's so much more in that game for me to go back. I want to go back and play more Animal Parade one day. Animal Parade is what I meant to say. I think I misspoke. So this guy wants forageables. So if I grab this flower right here and I give it to him.
Feeling dandelion?
Feeling dandelion. I love this guy. Share forageables. Oh, I can share as many as I want to him. Oh, I could just like throw a bunch of forageables at him. And there's bonus items up top. What? Oh, they're not like the regular characters. You don't just have to gift them once a day.
Thanks, bud.
You can just straight up throw a ton of items at them. That's actually really sick, dude. Now I see why all of the forageables respawn so often. It's all starting to make sense. So what does Dragon Head Girl want? Dragon Head wants fish. Okay, she's over by the fishing hole. That makes sense. Starting to get chillier at night. I ordered my outdoor kitties a cozy insulated house. I can't wait to see them get all snug in it. Oh, that's so cute, dude. What the heck? Dang it, I just missed a frog. All right, let's go get these ores up here. We'll go into the mountains for a couple hours. Yeah, good way to clean out your inventory, right? Yo, Espresso Jeffro, I really hope this game goes for sale in the holiday season because it definitely shows its Harvest Moon roots. Yeah, I agree with you. I also would love to see Animal Parade get remade. So we have Fran Marie popping in. They said, I came over to ask, what are your trending items for the Bazaar in your first season? Ooh, this is a good question. Are you going to compare your own? My trending items are white colored recipes, pickled foods, oils, and white crops. I think Guardians of Azuma sounds like the game for you, Mortis Rose, for sure. Like, out of the two. Besides for the combat, like the boss fights, that game was a little bit chiller clockwise. Why does egg drop soup sound so good right now? Yo, how you doing today, Gil? Good morning. Appreciate y'all. If I missed you rolling into the chat, don't be shy to jump in and say hello. I might have missed a couple people rolling in. You started the game and played for 10 hours straight. I played for about 8.5 yesterday. I'm right there with you, man. Good morning, Miss K. Good to see you today. Welcome, Miss K. And good to see you, Stella, as well. You started both games yesterday. You're in your cozy era. We got Shellfire in the house as well. Are the trends randomized? I'm pretty sure the trends are randomized. Yep. So at the start of every season, your trends will change, and they're completely randomized throughout the year. So this way that you're always going to kind of have a bit of a unique content to look forward to. Right. Like that's one of the coolest parts about the game that I've already sussed out. Is that through that system, it's gonna be a little bit. You're always gonna look forward to maybe something a little different. So I have the worst stuff trending. Really, dude? That sucks. You can have bad stuff trending early game. I guess that's just a luck of the draw, right? That sucks, dude. That sucks. All right, what does the doctor here want? He wants mushrooms. Okay, I don't have many of those. All right, let me go grab this hermit crab. Got him. Back on Poot lately because Expedition 33 and P3R are driving me insane. Poot's the best. Love that game. Oh, there's another frog around here. I'm gonna grab him. Come here.
Yes.
Nice, first time catching frog boy. That sucks, but it keeps the game fresh. Yeah, like, that is a little unfortunate for the beginning of the game, but it's gonna make your beginning of the game different from mine, and I think there's some value in that, right? Even if yours is objectively worse. All right, I'm gonna pass out if I go too hard here, so we just... No jumping techniques. I'm just here to get copper and rocks. Okay, we need to stop. We're gonna die. I'm gonna end up falling into the water, aren't I? Wait, don't I have food? Oh yeah, I have a bunch of food. We're good, man. We can stay out a little longer. I figured I'd take advantage of the rain and give myself a nice forageable day. Since I haven't really had time to do foraging, I've been keeping myself busy with my farm. So this is actually super refreshing for me. To get an opportunity to go do some of this. Ah! Okay, we need to chill. I'll save the rest of my food for tomorrow. We might need it. It's getting late. Woo! Playing a dangerous game. Playing a dangerous game here. Doing my jump and floating technique when I have no HP. Woo! Playing a dangerous game here. What's up, Bookie Proud Mama? They said, How are you this morning on this pre-Friday? Nice. Nice. I'm doing well. I like the term pre-Friday. All right, let's chop all this stuff off. And is there anything else we can go ahead and get processing here before bed? Is there anything else we can go ahead and get processing here before bed? Let's go do that real quick. Living life on the edge. You know it, baby. All right, boom. All the fertilizer. All the fert. Let me go ahead and get these walnuts going, baby. All right, and that's it. We're filled up in here. Take all. Drop this off, and then there was one more thing I wanted to do before bed, but I forget. I think we're okay. Oh, I want to go to the TV and check the weather for the next couple days and see what's going on here. Oh, the Veggie Vengers is back. The Veggie Vengers, episode 3, Mimi V, with the 26-month prime. Never fear, townspeople, the Veggie Vengers are on the scene. Gwahaha! It'll take more than some fresh-picked chumps to gum up my plans. Eat this anti-veggie beam. The Sugar Shockers firing more veggie-intolerant beams at the town. What will the Veggie Vengers do? Not so fast, Cavity Fiend. Crops, together now. It's time for the Veggie Vengers' signature move. Solid salad kick. To be continued. Sick. All right, weather forecast. Yo, what up, Wavester? Good morning, dude. Good to see you. What's up, Taco, as well? Yo, H-Dez Hero Swords, you got this, man. You got this, man. Welcome in. Yo, what's up, Fran Marie? Good to see you as well. You started playing at 6 p.m. when it released in the UK. I stopped at 1 a.m. This game has stolen my life. You know what? I need to go... Let me do something really quick, chat. I need to go turn off developer mode in Discord because it's messing... It's breaking everything. Give me just a sec. It keeps making my Discord black out and I can't... And like, it's like, I can't see mod chat. I need to make sure I can see chats just in case somebody needs my attention. Okay. Hello everyone, it's that time again for today's broadcast. So today it's... So no, tomorrow it's going to be clear skies. Tuesday we have rain again. Oh, we're going to get another rainy day soon. Yes. Wednesday it's going to be sunny, no wind. Thursday, spring 20, it'll be clear. Okay, so we have one more rainy day coming, which is nice. So we're going to need to make sure we get some fodder before that rainy day shows up.
How are you?
Yeah, it goes gray until I tab out and tab back in. Yeah. Yeah, I had to turn off hardware acceleration mode, and I think that'll fix it. Go to your settings and go to advanced and turn off hardware acceleration mode. Settings, then scroll down and look for advanced. I think that's how you fix it. We'll find out if it happens again here in the next couple of minutes. All right, time for bed. Yo, good morning, exhaustion. Yeah, that's been happening to me recently. I'm glad it's not just me. I thought it was my computer or something. You actually really just saved me so much grief because I thought it was just me, man. All right, let's save. So we have our first cloudy day in the game, actually. I've never seen the cloud symbol on the top right, at least not that I noticed. So it looks like we have our first official cloudy day, which is kind of neat. I just like that there's different weather patterns. I always find that kind of stuff to be interesting. All right, let's go. So we have to wake up this morning and take care of our crops first because we want to water them twice a day. So like in this farming sim. Oh, I need water. Go, 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 go.
You're stuck with me, dude. H to shove.
You're stuck with me, dude. Thank you, Wavester. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for the tier 3 for 62. 2 tier 3s today. Y'all are spoiling me. Thank you. Thank you so much for your continued support and patronage. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, nice. My watering can is more efficient and it's using less stamina. So I think as you level up the watering cans, it uses less stamina than its predecessor. That's really nice. I feel like that's what's going on. I swear. That's really nice if that's the case. So we gotta water our crops pretty early because you can technically water your crops twice in one day in this game. And if that's not, again, another conversation to kind of talk about how the game can be a little overwhelming. So you don't have to water your crops twice a day, but I think if you do, they can be harvested faster. So it's one of those situations where you're gonna be encouraged. You're gonna be encouraged to water your fields twice. And that is going to kind of stress you out like a little bit. Yeah, just like original story seasons. That's right. Yeah, it's not required, but it is like recommended. Exactly. Well said.
There.
All right, I think we brushed everybody. We just need to pet.
There you go.
And then we need to pick up our chickens. Yeah, a lot of old Harvest Moon games are the same exact way. That's right. Like, A Wonderful Life is that way. I think Friends of Mineral Town might be that way. I can't remember. Want to hear something exciting? I had to wait 8 months for it, but I'm getting 2,000 plus euro afterpay. There's still a need for taxes to be taken off, so that I'm not going to see all of it in my bank account, but still. Nice. You should treat yourself. Cindy, you treat yourself to something. Dude, you've earned it. And that was, I did, that's strike one. You've earned it. Hopefully you treat yourself to something. That's what I think you should do. But I'm not here to tell you what to do. Obviously, that's not my place. All right, nice. We got our accessory. Now we just need the dyes, and we can open up that shop. Meanwhile, what do we need to open up the other shop? We just need 10 iron, 10 wood, and 10 lumber. Or something like that. 10 stone, I think. All right, let me drop all this stuff off. Let's go ahead and get our fertilizer out. And then we'll come back and we'll grab stuff for that quest. I think we can open up a new bazaar today. For the upcoming bazaar day. All right, let's go ahead and do our fertilizer real quick. You got an interview today? Let's go. Vault Dweller Lee coming in hot with some good energy, dude. Ah, Leonard has a high Betville coming, so it'll go to that. Good. I'm glad that that's something that you can take care of without being too stressed, right? And we got to take care of the puppers. Leonard's a legend. Leonard deserves all of the love. No! Oh my gosh! Look at my energy! Look at my stamina! I must be at 1. I must be at a single stamina. Look, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god! Oh my god! Did I even save this morning? I better save right now. I think I did save. I did save. Okay. Oh, I woke up late today in game. Okay, so this game, just like traditional Harvest Moon Story of Seasons, if you go to bed too late, you will wake up late, but you'll still get your stamina fully recharged. So I think I went to bed after 2 a.m. Maybe it stops at 0 as a failsafe. Well, no, because I died like 5 times yesterday and it did not stop me as a failsafe. This was pure luck. Yeah. No, I learned the hard way yesterday that you can go well past 0. Yeah, multiple times I learned a hard lesson. What the heck? I think that was pure luck there, dude. So I think if you go to bed after midnight, you might wake up an hour later for every hour after. So like, I think for 2 a.m., I think I woke up at 10 instead of 6. I think that's how this is going. So you still want to try to get to bed before midnight, I believe, maybe before 2 a.m. The jury's still out. Yeah, the jury's still out. I have to learn some more, but I think that's what's going on. I think you can stay up until 5 if you want, but if you stay up too late, you might get screwed on waking up a little later in the day. All right, I think we have everything we need for this shop. Let's go. Yeah, March. You would think it was a failsafe. It was so close, right, dude? Like, I seriously understand why you thought that, because you're like, there's no way, right? I think I just got majorly lucky. That's insanity. All right, let's get that lumber going. And we'll grab that stone as well, just to kind of keep my inventory clean. All right, who do we turn in? Okay, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Now we have to save energy so that we can water our crops later. But we do have some food we can eat. Actually, I put the food away on accident. Let me go grab it. They have to pay the last 300 euro pay cut. I was thinking it was still coming as finally confirmed, and it's actually a bit of a pay increase. Sounds like things are looking pretty fresh over there right now. Yeah, let's eat this speed increase food. Give us a little boost as we run through. Either you're a slow learner or you're fully committed to try and try again all the failed options. Well, the truth is that I just read chat while I'm taking care of my farm, and I don't pay attention. There's no secret. I'm just a silly guy. Yeah, this game is new. Yep. I'm playing it on the Switch too.
Bye.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
All right, we'll just do some greetings here, get some friendship points.
Hey.
Cool.
Hey.
Doo-doo.
Bye.
How are you?
All right, I think I'm going to a gentleman, right? Yeah, or I think an individual. I don't remember I don't know what they identify as. I'm not sure. It looks like I need a shovel or something to dig here. This is probably where the bag is. Can you hoe it? You can hoe it. Oh, the dirt spots can be hoed. I thought I needed a shovel. I see. So I can actually unearth those dig spots with the hoe. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of the hoe?
What's up?
Yo.
Always think of the hoe. Obviously, that is words to live by. Always think of the hoe. That's it. Blame chat. Never blaming chat. Never. My inability to pay attention to the game and chat is not your fault.
What's up?
Sup?
Hello there.
Oh, hello there, Rob Boss. I'm so glad we got to chat earlier. By the way, I really feel like I'm starting to get to know you. And to cap off such a wonderful day, I had a nice cup of warm milk. Isn't this simple things in life? Don't you agree? Sigh, if only I had something so delicious at home. Sure would be nice, a nice pick-me-up after a long day.
Well.
Oh, I know. If you happen to have any warm milk, would you mind sharing it with me? Well, how do I get the recipe for warm milk? I don't think I have that recipe.
Maybe.
Okay, just imagine coming home and getting to sip on a cup of comfort. It'd be like having my own personal cafe. You will help me, right, Rob Boss? I can hardly wait. How do you like it? I'm having a blast so far. Recipe, microwave. Stop. All right, where's this individual at? Right here. Rebecca is their name. I said, dude. Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Bet you didn't know I really love making sculptures. That's something about chiseling away at stone that makes me feel like I'm carving all my troubles away.
What's up?
Did you get those materials? Yes. All right, new shop incoming. The decoration shop. I got jewels to a blue heart last night. Hey, Jesse Lynn. Good morning, Flip Toast. Welcome in, J.O. Good to see you. How'd the chicken salad turn out? I made chicken Caesar salad yesterday. I shared a picture in the Discord. If you want to check it out, it's in the Food channel, and it turned out great. I need to get to work on making those decorations. Keep an eye out for my shop next week. All right, now that we have 2 new stalls opening up, this is going to get us to rank number 3. So I made chicken Caesar salad, homemade, except for the Caesar dressing, because I didn't feel like buying anchovies and doing the whole emulsification process. So I was just like, whatever, I'll skip on this one. But I did manage to buy some pretty high-end Caesar dressing just so I could get a nice, something that didn't have a ton of high fructose corn syrup and junk in it. I try to avoid that when I can. So you pay a little bit more, but you kind of get a little bit of a healthier experience. And so here's what I did. First, I took the chicken and I seasoned the out of it. I have this special seasoning called poultry seasoning that's really, really good. It's like a blend of a bunch of seasons. It has like nutmeg, black pepper. It's like a blend. It's like 5 seasonings in one. So I heavily salted the chicken, and then I poured a little bit of black pepper on top. I realized after I didn't need the black pepper because it was in the poultry seasoning. And then I covered it in a nice thick layer of this poultry seasoning. Then I went into the pan and I got a nice bit of color on one side on a pretty decent heat, right? I'd say medium to high heat. Got a decent bit of color on the chicken, flipped it, put a bunch of butter in the pan, threw it in the oven, and baked it. This is one of my favorite ways to make chicken. So I should have said that I also did the first part in butter. I didn't use oil this time. So I put butter in the pan, so I couldn't get the pan too hot because you could burn your butter. And I got a nice piece of color, nice color on the chicken. I flipped it, threw it in the oven, threw more butter in the pan, and just baked it. And created this juicy, buttery chicken that's well seasoned. Took it out of the oven, let it rest in its juices. Meanwhile, I cut up some fresh romaine and, ooh, what's this?
Nice.
June's lost item. Better go return it. Oh, nice. So then I went and, okay, it's not clogging my inventory up. Good. Then I took fresh romaine heads and cut them up, rinsed them, let them dry. I think it's key if you're making salad, you need to let the lettuce dry. Dry the freaking lettuce. Pat it dry with the towel. Pat it dry with a paper towel. Shake it. Get a salad spinner. Do something. But don't serve a bunch of wet lettuce to people. It's not good. I promise you. It takes away the crunchiness, the whole point of lettuce. So you want to dry it out, all right? So while it dried, I got some pretty nice shaved Parmesan. And I tossed the salad, I pre-tossed it. Because with Caesar, you want it to be pre-tossed, right? Like you want to toss it with some dressing, pre-toss it. I think that's the best way to go when it comes to Caesar salad specifically. You want to get a nice even coating of dressing on all of the lettuce. So then I proceeded to toss it and put the lettuce on the plate, and then I made homemade croutons. So I just took one of the hoagie buns that I had, because I forgot to buy croutons, and I just baked it in the oven for a bunch of time. Then I cut it in half, drizzled a little bit of oil on it, baked it for longer on a higher heat so it can get nice and crispy. The croutons could have been crispier, but they worked out pretty well. I think I just needed a little bit more oil than I used. So I had homemade croutons, and then from there it was just a regular Caesar salad. From there, I put the piece of chicken right on the top. I created a butter sauce. I put some cornstarch into the pan with all the juices of the chicken and the butter left over, cooked it slowly, mixed it, made a like nice and like slightly thin butter sauce out of all of the juices and the seasonings, and it was kind of salty. So I knew I couldn't use a lot. So I just put a little drizzle over the top of the sliced chicken on the salad. And then I put 1 dollop of Caesar dressing on top of it, just in case somebody wanted a little bit more, right? And then I topped it with just a little bit of garnish, just to make it look good. And it turned out really good, man. I haven't made a homemade Caesar in a while. Now, again, it wasn't traditional homemade. It could have been more homemade if I would have actually made the dressing, which I can make a mean Caesar dressing. I cooked professionally for a couple years, so I can make a mean Caesar, but it's a lot of work, actually. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a lot of work. It's just you got to get anchovies, and you want to create emulsification, and it's just a little bit more than I was willing to get into. So yeah, it was good. Yeah, like I said, the picture is in the Discord if you want to check it out. Potato cow indeed. Yeah, pretty good, pretty solid. I'm gonna make some chicken salad, I think, tomorrow. I'm not sure. I got some plans here this evening, so we'll be doing our broadcast, and then I'm gonna be diving into some outside of stream stuff. I'm going to meet up with one of my longest running viewers here on the channel. I'm gonna go say hello with somebody I haven't ever had a chance to meet up with. And I'm pretty excited about it. All right, I think I'm gonna need to take my bath here. All right, 9:30, so we need an hour. So we can do some watering while we wait. Yeah, it turned out really good. We'll just do a single jump, so we're not burning too much stamina. Here, we'll do a double jump here. Baruga match. All right, I'm keeping my eye on that stamina. You better believe it. All right. Nice. Hope it goes well. Yeah, I'm sure it will. It'll be nice. They hit me up. They said they're going to be in town. So I'll go meet up with them later here after the show today. But that's quite a while from here. I'm excited to be hanging out with y'all all morning and afternoon again today for some Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. I also learned that everyone's trending items are different. Yeah, we were actually just talking about that just a little bit ago. Yeah, somebody in the chat, Jesse Lynn, said that their trending items was a bunch of endgame accessories and stuff that they can't craft right now. Like, that sucks. It's such a diverse system that sometimes you can just get screwed, apparently. That I kind of like it, but I also feel for the person who's dealing with that. I also feel for them. Cold salad with warm chicken on top is so good. Yeah. That's the play, baby. Yeah, it turned out real good. I was pretty proud of it overall. Then we made a nice fresh fruit salad for breakfast today. Grapes, red grapes, seedless. Some perfectly unripe bananas, like just unripe enough to have that little bit of tart flavor, which is so divine. And then some mandarin oranges and some golden delicious apple. It's pretty good. Yeah, yummy indeed. One more question. You can ask as many questions as you want. In fact, I want to say thank you for coming here and asking me questions and hanging out and enjoying my show, because you're supporting me through your viewership, and it's the most important form of support that I can receive. So thank you. Ask away. If I can't answer it, somebody else might be able to, so it doesn't hurt to shoot your shot, right? Not at all. Thank you so much. So Mortis Rose says, does this game have a time limit like Wonderful Life or Save the Homeland? I don't believe so. That is a really good question. My instincts say no. My instincts say that there's nothing in this game like that. You're not gonna like get a game over if you don't get married, or the game's not gonna end. Like in A Wonderful Life, it kind of ends unless you're playing Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, then you can go into heaven mode or whatever, right? So no, I don't think there's anything like that. My instinct tells me this game is similar to Friends of Mineral Town, and it's just gonna keep going and going and going until you feel like stopping playing. Now, I could be wrong about that because I never played the original, but I'm fairly certain that's what's going on. All right, before we go to bed, we're gonna go to bed after midnight to see what time I wake up. I'm gonna go get myself some more stone and ores over here real quick. The nighttime music is so chill. What's up? What's up, Chaos Queen? Oh, thanks for the trade. I think I just hit you with the trade back. Oh, did I already get that ore? I might have already got the ore over here today. I must be misremembering. That's okay. We'll just grab this stone and be out of here. All right, let's get out of here. I just want to do some experimenting with the clock. So I think I went to bed after 2 a.m. and I woke up at 10. So I want to test and see if I go to bed after 1 here, what's that going to do to my character? Let's find out here. Nice. That was beautiful shortcut. This game's going to be available on Xbox. Does anybody know if the Story of Seasons games are on PlayStation and Xbox right now? Like, not this one, but just in general? Because I thought they were. But I can tell you right now this game isn't, which I think you know that. A Wonderful Life is on PS5. They are. Okay, so I think you're just waiting. I think my answer is yes. I'm almost certain. I'm pretty sure they put all of the Story of Seasons games on every console, but they start off on just Switch and Steam pretty much for every release. I think this is a quality control type thing. Right? I think it's like a quality control type deal. Oh yeah, no problem, Chaos Queen. Yeah, thank you. I didn't get a single one of those lanterns the whole set. PlayStation never got Rune Factory 5? Weird. That's real weird. Wish I could remember which Harvest Moon I played as a kid on the Wii. It was a GameCube game. So UMT Do, you either played A Wonderful Life or Magical Melody. Those were the two GameCube games. Either A Wonderful Life or Magical Melody would have been the games. That for sure. Those are the two. It would have been one of those. All right, I'm going to just quickly tinkle because I drank a lot of coffee this morning and water, and I'll be right back. All right, chat? My breaks don't take too long here. Give me just a second here just to quickly freshen up, and I'll be right back. It won't take me long. All right, we're back, baby. Thank you, chat. Didn't have a GameCube as a kid. Always wanted to play Magical Melody, so I watched endless videos of gameplay of it on YouTube. Nice. I know those vibes all too well. I was a big gaming voyeur growing up, and since we didn't have a ton of money, I spent a lot of my days watching people game. Now, I grew up kind of before the era of YouTube because I'm, you know, grandpa over here. However, I would just watch my friends play games, and I would play on my Game Boy. So I just did YouTube and Twitch before YouTube and Twitch. Like I would sit and watch people play video games all the time. I've told this story before. I'm your like, okay, so we woke up at 10 a.m. again, by the way. So that was after 1 a.m. So now we're gonna try after midnight next. So yeah, I woke up every day, grabbed my Game Boy, and I would watch other people game on the TV. And this made me your favorite gaming companion, right? And I used to say this all the time because I was the guy who was super content watching you play what you wanted. So instead of fighting for the controller, I was hanging out with you and I would just let you play whatever you wanted because I always had my Game Boy. So I was like the perfect gaming companion growing up. People would always call me over, be like, yo, come hang out. Because I would sit back and just relax with them, you know? That's the best? Yeah. So I did a lot of that as a kid. I was a Game Boy head for most of my childhood. Still enjoy people watching people play and just chilling with something else. Yeah. Well, let me turn this music down a bit. Sorry. Watched all my older siblings beat games. Love the cow suit. Thank you. And I have a cow glider. Hello. All right, let me go check and see if I have any fertilizer. So let me ask you this question, chat. And this is a little bit of a philosophical question. If you watch somebody play a game from start to finish, can you therefore say that you beat the game as well? Because I think the answer is yes. Especially if you know you're capable of beating the game. Like, does that make sense? Like, especially if you know you're capable of doing it, but you just instead watch somebody else doing it. It's not like you're incapable. Like, I'm a very capable gamer. I could have played every game I watched. Therefore, me choosing not to play it but watch somebody else play it, really, I experienced everything. I think I beat the game. I think I beat the game. You didn't physically beat it yourself? Yeah, but like, games are easy, dude. You know, like, what's the difference between me playing it? Like, games are easy, dude. Who cares, right? Like, I don't know. That's just the way I look at it, you know? Like, most video games are baby stuff. So, like, does it really matter if I physically took the time to play it? I don't know, man. You're debating us? No, I'm not. I'm being serious. Like, I'm genuinely asking. I always wondered how people would think about this question. Like, I think to some extent I beat those games. Now, obviously, I didn't beat them physically. I'm not delusional. I know that, like, there's a difference between watching and beating. I know. But, like, if you really step back and think about it, like, I don't know, man. That's like, maybe it's like similar to like watching the movie versus reading the book. Would you say that the person who watches the movie
There you go.
doesn't have the same experience as the book reader, which is true, but like, it doesn't mean that I didn't experience the story. Like, I know everything that happened. It's like kind of similar to that. Like, kind of. Like, if you think about it. Dude, how many video games do you just autopilot through it? Really think about it. Really think about how many think about how many games you just autopilot through. All the time, dude. You turn on autopilot all the time when you game. Games are so repetitive all the time. So like, what's the difference between me playing it and me watching it be played? There's really not a massive difference. Not really. See, I'm really good at video games, so I autopilot all the time. See, that's the difference for me. Like, I'm just really good at games, and I'm not trying to like gas myself up. I'm just really good at games. So like, I don't even have to try ever when I play video games, unless I'm playing a video game that makes me try. Something like Elden Ring or something, right? Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I put any effort into playing a Zelda game. Like, I'm just gonna be real. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time that a Zelda game made me actually put effort in outside of solving a puzzle. Zelda puzzles will make me think. Otherwise, I don't ever put any effort into playing Zelda. I just play the game. I just like I could be asleep and I could probably play most Zelda games. And I'm not trying to be a punk. I'm being honest. Like, I could just be half asleep and just be playing the game. Like, who cares? Like, I'm not even paying attention. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's all baby stuff. Rarely am I actually challenged, and usually I'm only challenged on a mental level. You know, like, you know, and again, I'm not trying to be a punk or anything. I'm just being real, dude. Like, I don't know. This is my personal experience through gaming. Why are you doing this to my brain? I don't think you would say you got the golden beetle in AC by watching me get it. Sure, no, that's a little different, right? Meanwhile, I never get into Zelda because I always got stuck. Listen to this punk kid chat. Well, chat, it's not about challenging games versus not challenging games. Like, I understand that some games are hard. I know. But like, the point is that most games aren't hard for me. Yeah, I know hard games exist. Yeah, I know. But like, most games aren't hard for me. I've played some of the hardest games ever, and rarely are they super difficult. Like, so it's like, sure, like the point that I'm trying to make is like, at a certain point, muscle memory takes over, skill, repetitiveness. Like, at a certain point, you're kind of autopiloting through games, depending on the game and depending on the genre. And if I watch somebody play that game, I don't know, I think that to an extent I kind of played the game as well. It's almost as if I played the game vicariously through you. Right? Like, if I'm in the same room, we're talking about the game, we're interacting, and I'm watching you play, to some extent, I kind of played it, if you think about it on like a philosophical level. And like I said at the beginning, like, we're talking, this is a philosophical question. I did say that right out the gate. This is like an esoteric concept. Right? The sense of accomplishment is different between watching and playing. But is that true, though? Maybe that's true for you, but let me go ahead and ask y'all a question. Hold on a second, though. Hold on a second. What if, let me just give you a quick example. What if you and a friend were working on them studying for a test? So you're studying for this test together. You're in the same room. Maybe they're throwing you a couple questions on their cards. And then they go and they take this test, and you're there the whole time. You're watching them, and you're super invested. You've been a part of the journey from the very beginning. You were there every step of the way, helping them better understand the test, or just sitting back and watching them work their brain. And then at the end, they finally accomplish the test and they get 100% A+. You wouldn't feel some sense of accomplishment vicariously through them? It's not your accomplishment. I'm not a delusional. I know I didn't do that. But you wouldn't feel some sense of accomplishment saying, hey, this, yes. You feel it with them. Yes. It's a group feeling. It's a group thing. That's how I feel about watching video games. It's very similar. I can sit back, I can watch them play, I can solve the puzzles alongside them. You know, even if I'm just thinking about it while they're playing quietly. And then once they get to the boss, once they fight it, I've watched from the very beginning all the way to the end. And then I can get a sense of accomplishment as if I beat that game alongside them. Especially if you watched every single step of the game. And that's what I used to do. I used to sit down and I watched every step of the way. I experienced the story. I understand what's going on. So in my heart, I kind of feel like I beat the game. Does that make me insane? You know, like, I understand there's a difference. Again, you know, I'm not arguing that you don't get more accomplishment from doing it yourself. But don't you see how you could easily feel accomplished watching someone play the game? You know what I mean? Like, so of course, I'm not going to go out, like, let's say, like, so I'm not going to go out if I made a list of games that I beat, I'm not going to put Resident Evil 1 on the list. Because I never played Resident Evil 1. But I did watch my friend play Resident Evil 1 from start to finish. And I feel like I kind of played Resident Evil 1. So I don't really feel the need to, like, ever play it, really. Not really, because, like, I've kind of seen it all. And Resident Evil is such a story-driven game that, like, I kind of feel like I experienced it. I saw all the puzzles. Everything was solved before my... Like, I don't really feel like I need to go back. Like, why would I? I've seen the whole thing. Sure, maybe one day I'll go to experience it myself fully, because there is something special about that. But in a lot of ways, I kind of beat the game. Like, I don't really need to play it. Why would I? Right? Like, what's the point? I beat it. Right? So I don't know. That's kind of the logic. Like, so like as a kid, sometimes I would step away from a game because I would be like, oh, I kind of intrinsically beat this game, and I don't really feel the need to play it. You know, I kind of like did it without doing it, right? Something like Hollow Knight, I can't claim credit for even if I watch it, because 90% of beating games like that are perseverance of failing over and over again. And if I played it, I'd quit. Right, and like I agree with that. So now, what if you knew you were really good at Hollow Knight? Right, Savage? What if you were the best gamer on the planet, and you knew that if you picked up Hollow Knight, it would be nothing but a day's work for you? Light work. Baby stuff. And then you watch somebody play the whole game. In some ways, you could say, well, I could sit down and play this game that's pretty challenging, and it's gonna challenge me in maybe some ways, but in all reality, I watched the whole story, I saw all the secrets. Do I really need to sit down and play it for myself? Especially if I know it's just gonna be baby work. Let's see, let's see. Taking a test isn't only about getting the answers correct, it's about retention and comprehension, right? Sure. The test comment was more just kind of a example, but maybe not the best example. right? Keep in mind, I'm not calling myself the best gamer in the world. I realize that could have came off pretty big-headed. I'm far from the best gamer in the world. Far from it. Dang it, I missed the frog. I'm a god gamer, what am I thinking? I think at the end of the day, I think it's obviously based off of the game, and that's something I guess is worth taking into consideration. It's the game, because if it's a story-driven game, then maybe it's easier to feel like I beat it. Like, I feel that way about Kingdom Hearts. I never really want to play Kingdom Hearts because I've watched every Kingdom Hearts game get played from front to back in front of my friends, except for the most recent stuff. So yeah, sure. Whereas, like, if it's a game like Mario or a platformer or something that takes a lot of mechanical skill, then maybe, like, there's too much going on to just say that watching it is the equivalent of playing it. And again, I never said that they were the equivalent. I'm talking about vicariously. I'm talking about, like, in an intrinsic way. Right? The same way that some people come and watch me play games on Twitch, and then they don't really feel the need to play a game because they're like, well, I kind of experienced, I kind of played it, you know? You need to play Kingdom Hearts? Maybe one day, but I'm not terribly interested, I'll be honest. Not that the games aren't good, though. Just not terribly interested. Like I said, I've seen them all get played. Like, I know the stories and everything. Like, there's no surprises. Humble brag, getting us worked up on a rainy Thursday. I wasn't trying to gaslight the chat or anything. No, I would never do that. I would never gaslight the chat. Never. What's up, Shady Jake? Good to see you, by the way. Would you say you played a game if you only played a sequel, but the games are similar? Like, let's say you never played Breath of the Wild, but you played Tears of the Kingdom. Sure, I think there's a little bit of truth to that, because they are very similar experiences. There's like a little bit of truth to that, but not exactly. 10:37 is when our bath is. Don't we have some food that we can eat? That's why some people don't watch for spoilers and stuff, right? I watch my son play so many games and complete them, but after some, I didn't feel that if I played a certain of the games he beat, that I would be able to beat them also. All right, you don't fertilize twice a day, you only water. Sure, let's go back into the mountains and do a little bit more farming. We're trying to wait till midnight. Actually, what we'll do is we'll fish. We'll fish right here until we can take our bath at 10:30. What about a sports fan who watches a football game and says, "We won"? See, that is a really, really good example of exactly what I'm trying to express. Old left boot. Oh, frick. Old left boot, baby. See, that's the exact thing I'm trying to express. And that's exactly how sports fans feel, because it's a collective. You see, like, it's everybody together. We accomplish something by support. Through vicariously, you won with the Browns. Yeah, right. Yeah, the Browns ever win. Right? Like, that's kind of what I was trying to express. Now, obviously, there isn't a single football fan who ever gets up and says, "I was on the field with them, baby. I was on the field. I was tackling them with the best of them." See, that's not true. So you know that. However, that doesn't mean that you don't get the sense of accomplishment as if you were there with them. you get that sense of accomplishment. And really, what's the difference between a beating a game and not beating a game? Well, the chat said it right here. Accomplishment. That's the difference. The difference between not beating a game and beating a game is the sense of accomplishment you get from beating the game. And if I'm able to get that sense of accomplishment from watching somebody else beat the game, is that really something that, like, there at that point, it's kind of close. Like, it's close. There's a parallel to the feeling I got invoked. You know what I mean? And I guess I was more talking about the feeling than I was actually beating it. Right? And that's fair. You know, I never once argued that I actually beat the game. I guess I was more talking about the feeling, the sense of accomplishment. You can get that from just watching somebody jam on a game. You totally can. I guess that depends on a certain game and the individual for sure. Right, exactly. Watching you play games that I know I won't be good at, like Celeste or Hollow Knight, has saved me so much grief and pain. That's the one thing I never understood about sports. You know, like when you watch the Olympics and the Americans get a gold medal, you feel accomplished. Yes, America got a gold medal, dude. Yes, we got one. The same way that I maybe felt accomplished when my buddy finally beat Resident Evil 1. Yes, dude, you did it, dude. Yes, dude. I was right there with them. Yes, dude. I felt so accomplished, you know? Maybe my bar for accomplishment is just super low. Maybe more people need to learn how to not care. Yeah, maybe my bar for accomplishment is just way too low. Maybe that's it. Yeah, exactly, mac and cheese. Yes, exactly. Right? I watch a lot of esports as well, so I can relate to that. Right? I guess for me, I can separate. I can like. I think there's two different types of accomplishment. There's self-accomplishment, and then there's accomplishment through proxy. Accomplishment through.
Gotcha.
Through like group accomplishment. And like maybe that's it. Maybe that's really the realization. It's like maybe we're just not. Oh dang it! I'm gonna mess up my experiment today. Oh well. We'll try to experiment again tomorrow. Right? Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's just there's different varying levels of accomplishment. Right? Maybe accomplishment isn't as black and white as you did the thing, period. Are you good at Zelda 1? Hey, what's up?
You're all doing well. Got a Switch 2 the other day. Gonna be playing Mario Kart and patiently wait for THR new Pokemon game. Also, please tell me why deep fried ranch is a thing at the state fair. HDESKEK.
Deep fried ranch. I hate everything. What in tarnation? Yo, thank you for 16 months, Quelth. And, you know, I didn't need to know that deep fried ranch existed. But thank you for that. Thank you very much. Are you good at Zelda 1? Zelda 1 is a difficult game, and while sure, I think generally speaking, I could say that I'm maybe good at it, but I wouldn't say that I'm great at it. That game's just old and hard, man. Like, frick, does that game suck sometimes. And really what it is like, it's the combat. The combat's the thing that I probably would be the worst at Zelda 1 if I had to like analyze myself. It's the combat, man, because the combat is just brutal and it's like fast paced and it's easy to make mistakes. This is the same for a lot of old games. And it's very patience heavy. Like you need to like be very patient to get through a lot of it. And they put you in situations that are just obviously unfair. Whereas, like, to give you a big difference, like a game like Elden Ring, right? Like that kind of difficulty is a little bit more fair than something like Zelda 1. Right? Whereas, like, what does fair mean? Fair means that there are systems in place that allow you to succeed if you understand the systems well enough and if you are mechanically skilled enough. Zelda 1 doesn't have that. There aren't systems. The game just throws a bunch of ish at you and you just have to deal with it. And that's the game, right? Like, and you just have to manage it. Like, it's different. It's a different vibe. So older games are really hard because of that. Like, a lot of them were made following the era of arcade where they literally made games cheat so that they could get more quarters from you. So yeah, while I can say I'm pretty good at Zelda 1, I'll be honest, that game scares me because, like, I have to play it again and, like, it scares me because it can be so brutal. It can be so brutally unfair. Like, it's just such a different universe of difficulty. Whereas, like, your modern difficult game is relatively fair. Like, here's a good difference for those of you that play FromSoft, all right? If you play FromSoft, Dark Souls is unfair, Elden Ring is balanced, right? That's like the difference. Like, Dark Souls 1 is like unfair. It's like it has a bunch of stuff that's just like, okay, what is this? This doesn't make any sense. Whereas Elden Ring has a very polished system where you can truly make the best of the systems in place along with patterns and skill to come with an outcome, right? That's why people are able to do like one-hit runs of Elden Ring, where it's like, sure, people still do one-hit runs of Dark Souls, but it's a lot worse. It's a lot harder. All right, we need to take care of our animals. We do have an event. It's the same event I've had for a couple days. It's with a gentleman in town that I have to talk to him before noon. Oh no, it's a different event. It's a pink one. We should probably go to the bazaar and see what's going on there. Yeah, we should probably do that. All right, both of our chickens are fully grown. Let's go ahead and brush our animals here. Yo, good morning, Sam Squatch. Good to see you. Welcome to the show today.
There you go.
All right, did we already pet you? Yeah. There we go. Well, I love how the game tells you what you haven't done for them yet. Look how convenient this is.
There.
A little image appears above the large animal's head to tell you if you've interacted with it or not. That is so nice. Dude, my alpaca sounds adorable. Yo, go outside. Cow, go outside. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, dude. Okay, we got one of them to go outside. The cow was in the way of everybody. Freaking cow's massive. It barely fits through the door. I don't know how we even got this animal in here. Homie barely fits through the door, dude. Sheesh. Sounds like a ghast or a cat. It does kind of sound like a ghast. What a funny call out. I like that. So thanks for joining in for a great discussion, Chad. I appreciate you all. We don't have any fertilizer. I think it's all inside of this house now. Oh, also, I need to see if I can make warm milk. No, I don't have a recipe for warm milk. So we need to get that recipe before we can make it. Okay. No microwave. This is grandma's house. Imagine microwaves. Yo, good morning. What's up, Lawson? All right, we need to level up our weeds. So we need to level up the forageable character. Right? Isn't that how that works? So let's check. So weeds are a forageable, therefore we need to level up the forageable guy, which is, he's on my farm. We need to level up our weeds, because if we level up weeds, then we get higher quality fertilizer. So I'm realizing this is actually pretty important. We need to get our weeds leveled up. The cows make me feel like I've played this game before. Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons cows are pretty consistent across the board. Yo, enjoy your lurk today, Mama Teller. Thanks for popping in, by the way. Always good to see you, dude. Woof. We need to stop pushing it, dude. We need to stop doing that. Yo, enjoy your work, lurk. Also, welcome back, Rose, by the way. One of the best feelings as a creator is having a returning viewer that's new to the community, or maybe just newish. Coming back the next day, man. Thanks for popping into the chat today and welcome in. I'm feeling good today, Sam Squatch. What should I do with the medals? So apparently the medals are just for selling, Pooh Bear. That's what I was told. Now, I'm a hoarder, so I've been keeping them so I can sell them at the bazaar or just hold on to them. But to answer your question, they are just for selling, apparently, just to get a bunch of extra cash. You could sell them at the bazaar, or you can just sell them at the normal store. Your choice. I think they're worth about the same no matter where you sell them. That doesn't go for everything, but I mean specifically with the medals, I think they're worth about the same no matter where you sell them. So don't hesitate to just get rid of them, because they were also clogging my inventory pretty hardcore early on. I put 8.5 hours in yesterday. So we're getting there. Do we have any food to take with us? No. All right, let's just do a foodless day. Well, actually, hold on. I want to level up my forageable guy. Let's grab some forageables and level him up. I don't know if flowers count as forageables. Wasn't there somebody who specifically likes flowers? No. Okay, so it's probably bundled in with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those. 2 of these. We got to be careful using too much because we need this stuff for like dyes. We can do wood and stuff. I forgot stone and stuff counts as a forageable. So let's do some rocks. We can do 3 pieces of wood. All right, let's go gift our little guy. Yeah, we're in the first year. We're on day 19 of spring here.
Feeling dandelion?
Feeling dandelion?
Hey-ya!
I love this guy. Feeling dandelion? He's so cute, dude. Feeling dandelion? All right, so this counted as a flower. This didn't, we couldn't put that, but we could do everything else. All right, nice. Level 1 foraging. Level 2. Feeling dandelion. Level 3. Can we get level 4? We get a boost. Close. We're close to a quality boost. All right, let's go do some more foraging, and then we can come back and we can hook this guy up tomorrow. I don't have the energy to forage right now. I'll do some late night foraging, I guess, because I don't want to forage too much here because I have to make sure I can water my fields. But we can take a second bath later. Yeah, let's just wait. checked out Humble Bundle, and there's many games on there. Yeah, Humble Bundle is such... If you're a budget gamer, Humble Bundle should be something that's on your radar. If you're a budget gamer, you want that on your radar. All right, we missed the event. So it must have been before 3 p.m. We missed the event. That's fine. We can spend the rest of the day just getting to know the townsfolk a little bit better. What's up, dude?
Yup.
I think we've got you to thank for the bazaar getting as big as it has. I gotta keep sprucing up the windmills so I don't tarnish all your hard work. That's right, buddy. Get to work, buddy old pal.
Hooray!
The bazaar is getting super big, huh? All the grown-ups seem pretty happy. And they all say you're the one who did it, Rob Boss.
Yay!
Everybody's happy for the bazaar. It's good. Little snot-nosed rats. Hello Kitty, do you still play it? I haven't played Hello Kitty in a little while, but I do like the game. I just too many games in too little time. But I haven't played Hello Kitty Island Adventure for a while. Not online or off, not on stream or off stream. Yeah, it's been a bit. I'll be honest. What if you gave her milk straight from the cow? Would that qualify? I don't think so. I think it's a recipe I have to cook. Honestly, it's a good question though. Maybe I could try. All right, here's the girl that wants the bag. We got your request. Where are you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? It says you're around here somewhere.
Yo.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
What the heck? It says, okay, she's going this way. Hey, I found your bag, babe. Huh? That old bazaar's actually starting to shape up. Guess the mayor wasn't all talk after all. Oh, by the way, remember that bag I lost? You still haven't seen it around, have you? Got it.
What?
Wait, that's it. That's my bag. You actually found it. Thank you so much. I mean, thanks. You're all right. You know that? Anyways, glad that's settled. Later. Hey, here, hold on. I'm actually going to send a quick message off here. Later. Whatever. Here, I'll actually just call them really quick. I'm going to mute you 1 second, chat. All right, I'm still here. Give me just a second. All right, sorry about that. I needed to quickly handle something. I don't normally ever get on my phone midstream, all right? So yeah, sorry. I just needed to quickly handle a quick thing. Yo, what's up, Pee-wee? Yeah, no, I was just calling somebody really quick. Guess the mayor isn't all talk, he's all muscle. All right, wait, what other requests are we working on for other characters? So we have catch 3 fish. Or bringing the cafe home. Maybe I can buy the warm milk from here. I didn't think about that. Maybe I can buy the warm milk. And then if I drink it, then I'll get the recipe. Boom, that's how we're gonna do this. I got it. So I'm gonna buy 2. I can only buy 1. I think if I drink it, I'll get the recipe though, and I can make my own.
Hi.
Let's go ahead and try.
Hey. Yo.
So nice.
I think that's how this game works, right? So if I drink this, Boom. Now I have the recipe for warm milk. Good ad spot there. Wait. Oh, random reject. Very nice, random. Very nice. I'm like, wait, what? There was no ad? All right, now we can go make a warm milk, and then we can give it to our babe, Freya. You're fine, handle whatever it is. Thank you, chat. Yeah, nothing big, nothing important. I have a guest in town, and anybody know what a deadbolt is? Anybody ever interact with a deadbolt on a door before? So I realized that I have a guest in town, and like, you know, they might come and go from the house while I'm working. And I realized, like, wait a second, if they leave, they can't get back in without the keys. So I was just letting them know to like either grab the keys or to lock the deadbolt in open position so they can come and go. Did you kill it? So yeah, I just wanted to quickly make sure that they knew that, because like that would have been awkward, because then they would have had to call me to get back in, and I'd rather give you all my attention, because that's the kind of content I like to create. Once I'm working, I don't like to give anybody my attention. I want to give it all to all of you. Lock the deadbolt in an unlocked position. Exactly.
Hey.
Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. Where's Freya at? There she is.
Hey.
How are you today?
Freya, babe. What's up, dude? What's up, M Online and Dragon Tamer? Good to see you. And we got a recipe for herbal tea, which if this is anything like older Harvest Moons, the herbal tea recipe is broken. That smell divine. I can tell this is going to be taste incredible. Maybe I'll sprinkle in some chocolate to mix things up. Thank you so much. Girl said she's about to drink some Ovaltine, baby. Oh, and look at this. We upped her heart. So now we confirmed. Now we're confirmed. So look at this. So because we did her task, we unlocked her next 2 hearts. So this game does the relationship stuff different. Hearts get locked. And until you fulfill their request, you can't increase their friendship or their relationship. So for example, some characters will lock at different levels. So right now, this guy is locked at 1 heart until I catch 7 more fish. I like that. I think this is interesting. It reminds me of like Disney Dreamlight Valley. Here, let me turn down the music, sorry. It reminds me of like DDV. DDV has like a lock system like that, right? What you know about Ovaltine? Is this the kind of game you would play off stream? Yes. But because I stream these types of games, no. Does that make sense? Like, yes, but because I spend most of my stream journey playing, you know, farming. Some people say cozy. I like to say, you know, even time management kind of games. I'm not that interested in playing this kind of stuff off stream. Off stream, I like to palette cleanse and play stuff that maybe I can't, or I'm just not willing to always play on stream. Stuff that maybe just doesn't fit my audience or is just not really a good stream game. Some games are just not good stream games, right? Like an example of this is Hades. Hades is a really hard game to follow unless you have played Hades. So sure, if you were to build your whole audience around the game Hades, or if you're the kind of streamer that does so much variety that people are used to seeing games that they don't understand, Hades can be a good game for you. But Hades generally is really hard to follow unless you've played it yourself or you've played a game similar. This is an example of a game that's maybe kind of harder to stream, or that's just naturally designed in a way that's like kind of difficult to stream when it comes to like somebody whose niche is something like farming, right? So like when I say hard to stream, it's because of the community I've built. Whereas I think some games are naturally easier to follow. Like I think any streamer could play a Mario game because Mario is easy to follow. So it's not really that there's not a huge gate. There's not a huge barrier of entry. Like Mario's Mario. You get what you see, you know? Nice. I think I could just leave the grass out here. Should I be cutting the grass for fodder? I think I can just leave it because it said it can spread. All right, go on in. Go on in, little cuties. Time for bedtime. But yeah, anyways, the point I was making was, yeah, sure. Let me give you an example. I played Littlewood exclusively off stream. I actually never played Littlewood on stream. I will. I do plan on doing it one day. But I never played Littlewood. I only played it off stream. So there are exceptions. There is, every once in a while, I do get in the mood to play something like this off stream. And really enjoy it. But usually farming sims and stuff I reserve for all of you. Plus, at this point, it would be kind of silly to play something like this off stream because this is what people like to watch me play. You know, like I feel the same way about Zelda. I no longer play The Legend of Zelda off stream because I've built an audience of people who kind of like watching me play Zelda, and I'm kind of blessed like that, you know? Now, here's another example. Animal Crossing. I do play Animal Crossing off stream. I do. I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing, and I do play it off stream. Mostly only Animal Crossing GameCube, though. I don't play New Horizons off stream. I did on release, but I only play GameCube off stream. Today's my birthday. What's up, Glitter Guts? Happy birthday, yo. Can we get some birthday love in the chat? I was thinking about getting this game. Would you say it's fun and fine for people new to the franchise? Sure, this is not a bad starting place for a newcomer to Story of Seasons. I could give you a better recommendation on a place to start, at least in my opinion. But no, I think this game is a great starting point. Yeah, for sure. I think you would be fine to start here. Now, I will tell you that it is a remake of a game from like the DS era. It's a remake of a game from around 2005. So it is a little bit older feeling. And you're going to kind of feel the game's age. Right? You're going to feel that age as you play it. Like just a little bit, you're going to feel that. But it's not too bad. So what do we do with trash? Does anybody know what I do with trash? Can I sell it at the bazaar? Who's going to want to buy trash, right? Can I gift it to people, Rob Ball style? Throw it in the bin? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if there's a garbage bin in the game. I don't know. Been in London with work for the past 2 days for a sports championship. Amazing time. Meeting new people that work within the company and the people we support was awesome. Nice, M. I hope you've been enjoying London. Throw it on the ground. And he threw it on the ground. One man's trash is another man's treasure. True. Yo, thanks for getting that birthday love in the chat for Glitter. Welcome to the show today. Hades was my first roguelike. All right, I'm trying to go to bed at midnight. Hades was my first roguelike, and I didn't know what a roguelike was. Needless to say, I was very confused. Yeah. Hades and other roguelikes are the kinds of games that really push you to accept failure. And, you know, to roll back to the conversation we had earlier, and that is the difference between playing a lot of games and watching them, right? I think Planet Kitties touched on this. Good morning, by the way, Planet Kitties. You know, it's like you do need to experience that to understand the progression and to feel that accomplishment in a lot of ways. Wait, what's this guy just showed up at my front door? I just woke up, dude. Good to see you, young farmer. I have something I wish to discuss with you. We in town will soon be celebrating Honey Day. As this will be your first year participating, please permit me to explain what this festival entails. On Honey Day, folks in your age range give the gift of honey to another. Such gifts are a wondrous way to show how much you care for and appreciate those around you.
Indeed.
I figured you might be caught off guard since it's your first time, so I've brought this honey for you. Wow, how kind, because I couldn't grow any honey yet. Or whatever, collect. Go ahead and present that honey to a friend of similar age on Honey Day. I guarantee such a swift gift would make them incredibly happy. And there are many more options than just plain honey, of course. Any honey-based gift will work.
Precisely.
For example, if you're seeking a particularly exceptional Honey Day gift, then try honey cake! Yes, a grand gift to show someone special how you truly feel. Why, years ago, I myself made a homemade honey cake to tell my wife just how sweet I was on her. Ah, yes, the smile on her face will forever remain in my memory. She was so tickled to receive it. Although, come to think of it, she never did comment on the taste. Very introspective of him. But I ramble. If you have someone you're sweet on, honey cake will make your feelings clear as crystal. As my own experience can attest, making it yourself can be quite the endeavor. Still, give it a shot next year. To that end, I shall provide you with a recipe for the most delicious honey cake. One more thing, Jackie. I've heard the cafe also has honey in stock for a limited time. So if you find yourself running low, you might as well stock up on the cafe.
I'll be counting on you.
With that, I shall take my leave. I hope you enjoy the festivities, young farmer. So how does Honey Day work? So do you just gift one person, or do you gift everybody? Okay, so new experiment. I fell asleep after midnight and I woke up at 9:30. A half hour before falling asleep at 1 o'clock. So even going to sleep after midnight will punish you. Let's find out today if we go to sleep before midnight, if we manage to wake up at 6 a.m., which I think is when this game usually starts, I think. All right, let's go. Yeah, so I don't know, like, do we just give the honey to our honey or do we gift it to a bunch of people? I'm kind of not understanding the event. Is it similar to the flower event? Well, we're gonna go ahead and participate. Well, I guess we'll figure it out, huh? All right, let's go. Time to take care of our crops, baby. How dare this game punish night owls? I know. All right, gotta start off by watering because you can water twice in a day, and I like to be able to do that. So we start off watering here. All right, done. Now let's go take care of our mamminals here this morning. And let's go get some of that good stuff out of here. Yo, how you doing, by the way, Spooks? Good to see you back in here, Spooky. Which, this game looks cute, and I heard there's a lot of cooking, which I love. I'd love to hear your other suggestions. All right, so as far as Story of Seasons games, I recommend starting with Pioneers of Olivetown. Pioneers of Olivetown is just a little bit more modern, right? It's kind of a blend of My Time at Portia, a little bit of Stardew. It's got a little bit of that energy, right? And I think it's a wonderful starting point for anybody entering the Story of Seasons ecosystem, because I firmly believe that it being modern makes it more like palatable. The only problem, and this isn't really a problem, but the only thing to keep in mind about these older games, or sorry, this game, is that this game's actually a remake of an older Story of Seasons, an older Harvest Moon. And you can kind of feel the game's age. So just keep in mind that you have to be a patient gamer, or you have to be the kind of gamer that's willing to try out older, maybe slower paced experiences. That's the only reason I recommend Pioneers of Olive Town a little bit more, is because I think it's a little easier for a new player. Whereas this game's not hard, it's just slower, it's more old school, and you're gonna do a little bit more tedious style stuff in a game like this, right? So I still think that this game could be a really, really good introduction to the Story of Seasons games. And if you think this game's for you, go ahead and watch some gameplay and hang out. I think you'll find that this game is great and does really well for itself. In that sense, right? Oh, wow, I didn't realize harvesting stuff off the ground takes your energy. That's really good to know. All right, we already took our bath, right? Let me double check. No, we didn't. Good. I was about to say, because I'm so low on energy. All right, that takes 30 minutes of our day away, though, which is okay. What does it take to make some honey cake? Yeah, there's a look at all the different recipes. There's a lot of cooking in this game. Take a look. And the cooking provides different buffs. So if you are looking for cooking, this game does have a pretty heavy cooking system, it seems. But I should note that the cooking is just kind of clicking a button. So it's not like it's crazy in depth. But there is cooking. But it is just, you know, you just kind of put some ingredients together. Now, there is a side of the cooking that lets you... There is a side of the cooking that lets you kind of manipulate and like adjust the ingredients. So like that seems like it might be kind of fun. All right, let's grab some forageables and let's gift them so we can get higher quality stuff here. Let's grab these forageables here and we're going to gift these bad boys. I'm going to grab these walnuts as well. Let's see if I can give trash to the sprite. Let's see if he'll take my trash. Lurking while I make breakfast? Yeah, get your breakfast on. Get your breakfast on, dude. I've seen both Olive Town and Mineral are 20 bucks at GameStop. Yeah, those games go on sale all the time, which is why they're also... I should have mentioned that. That's one of the reasons why the recommendations are good. It's a good recommendation because they're usually pretty cheap. Nice. We got a quality boost.
Thanks, bud.
We got a quality boost on forageables. So now when I forage grass... I'm going to be getting 1-star grass, which is going to translate to 1-star fertilizer, which is going to translate to higher star crops. It's a snowball, right? It's a snowball system. Can't recommend Fantasy Life enough. Dude, I love Fantasy Life so much. Holy heck, dude. I hope we continue to talk about Fantasy Life for the rest of existence. I am converted. There are people out there that have known how good Fantasy Life is since the era of the 3DS. I'm just learning how good it is now, and I'm so blown away by it. It's insane. All right, we could take another bath later to finish watering the crops, but we want to get to bed before midnight, so we're going to have to be careful about that. All right, let's go see. We don't have any events that we can do today. And I don't think I have any money to purchase stuff to make a honey cake. I don't think I do. Let's go stop at Miguel's and see. Actually, Miguel's might be closed. Nope.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome.
You have 2 copies of the 3DS game? Okay, I am broke, but maybe I can still do this. I just need a little bit of flour. Oh, homie doesn't sell flour. That was only on Bazaar Day. That was only on Bazaar Day. Maybe the cafe sells the flour. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let's go check. I think the cafe might be the one that's closed on Thursday, though. All right. Oh, well. No honey cake this year. That's okay.
Yo.
Yo!
Yo! All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and give Freya the honey cake. I think so. No, I almost jumped into the river again. We're learning, dude. We're getting there, man.
Hey.
My, how lovely.
Ladybug? Dang. You guys have such good taste in games. This community's the best. Welcome on in here.
Well, ain't that nice?
Well, ain't that nice? I love that guy. That's my Rocco voice. Well, ain't that nice? All right, nice. Get all these forageables. The only problem is now all my forageables are going to take up double the storage because they're all 1 stars, and the 1 stars don't stack with the 1.5 stars. So I kind of screwed myself, and I'm going to just have to get rid of the lower level stuff.
Yo.
YouTube lurkers represent! And we got Sam Squatch with the gifted to Glitter Guts. That's that birthday gift, baby. Holy heck. Holy heck. Thank you so much for the gifted, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. And yo, what's up, Ellie Bobelli? We are almost at Friday. We are almost here. We almost made it. All right, I wonder if we can get any other tool upgrades. I think we can. I think we can get some other tool upgrades. Let's head to the windmill. Let's head to the windmill. I think we can go ahead and get a tool upgrade here. Boom, shakalaka. I'll grab some more of these weeds because these weeds turn into fertilizer. So we just want to grab as much as we can. What the heck? Yeah, enjoy. We do got a pretty dope emote collection. Thank you. How you doing today, Native and Nisa? Welcome to the show today, Nisa. Fantasy Life is amazing, yeah. Yep, here we are. Inventory full. So how do we combat this? So I guess we take the level 0.5 stuff and we sell it at the bazaar. So we're going to let our inventory stay full until the bazaar, and we're close. It's 2 days away. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to let our inventory stay full, and we're just going to sell a bunch of stuff at the bazaar this week, and that'll balance our inventory back out with these new upgrades. We can also give some of the stuff to the nature sprite to level up our bounty even further, but I'm going to hold off on that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take everything out of my inventory and go see what we can craft at the windmill, just to kind of see what we can accomplish. We don't need to take anything like food out. Let's just see what we can craft at the windmill here. So we didn't grab these. All right, let's go. Because we do need dyes and stuff. So, all right, let's start off by going down here and seeing. So we can make perfumes to sell. We can make more of the green dye, which we do need more of this. We'll get rid of this. Oh, I didn't mean to click make yet. Oops, I messed up. Oh well. All right, well. I guess our production's still going nice and slow today. What's our production looking at? Oh, because I put a bunch of lumber in there, and lumber takes forever. All right, so we'll have to come back to this project. I didn't realize I already filled up my windmill today. I forgot. And we'll come back. right, and then let me go ahead and grab stone and wood out of here. Let me put this stuff away. Organize. Organize. Boom. All right, nice. Out of energy for now. We could cook. Oh, you know what? I didn't take care of my animals today. Oops. I'm off my game here. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can just get them outside so they can eat before it gets too late. Yeah, let's just get them outside here. And then we can take care of them while they're out here.
There.
Little pet. Yo, good to see you back in here, Dragon Tamer. Boom shakalaka. Nice. A little bit of stamina to pick stuff up, so you have to be careful if you're low on energy. All right, little brush. Give me a little bit of milk. Beautiful. And how about you? Little brush, Mr. Alpaca Baby. A little pet.
There you go.
All right, nice. More walnuts. There. And why don't we chill out for a little bit and just admire the view, right? Let's just chill for a minute, man. Somebody in the chat mentioned earlier that they heard that somebody said that they wish there was a time skip in this game because they found themselves waiting sometimes for like something to happen. And you know what I have to say to that? What's your rush? What do you mean there is a time skip? It's called admiring a view. That's the time skip. There it is. Take a step back and admire the view. That's so funny. That is just like Shadow the Hedgehog. That's so funny. No, I haven't made my first impressions review for the game yet. We can do that right now. What's up? How you doing today, Prize Dragon? They said, I've never played Grand Bazaar. I have played Friends of Middletown and Wonderful Life. Ooh, dude, you're in for a treat. If you like Friends of Middletown and Wonderful Life, I think you're going to love this game.
I love seeing and playing a new Story of Seasons game every 2 years. They really put all the love into Farms HD SIP HD Gritty HD Grow HD Bongo Tap HD Gyroid HD Cheers H Desdance HD Bongo Tap HD SIP HD Gritty HD Grow HD Cheers HD Gyroid HD Bongo Tap HD Bongo Tap HD Bongo Tap.
Hey, thank you, Toter Tot. We had a Tater resub and a Toter resub today. We had a Tater and a Toter resub today. How about that, dude? Thank you so much, man. Yeah, actually, this other town in the distance, I don't know if you ever get to travel there. That's the city. They talk about it, but I don't know if you ever get to go there. They need the remasters Save the Homeland. Oh, nice. We had some processing finishing. All right, I'm just trying to take a bath here in just 10 minutes. The Veggie Avengers episode 3. All right, we already did episode 3, so maybe it changes once a week. Yeah, maybe it changes once a week. Maybe I haven't missed many episodes. Maybe it's just weekly. That makes a lot more sense. I have seen the Haunted Chocolatier post. And I heard about the confirmed fishing. Yeah, isn't that pretty exciting, Vito? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Haunted Chocolatier. You do get a little bit of stamina back for clicking on the flower, by the way. I know somebody mentioned that. I think it is working. Come on by, little buttums. I need you to get up in this door. It's time to go to bed, little cuties. That's right. Get up in here. Dude, my animals are so cute in this game. What the heck, man? All right, we're gonna try going to bed at exactly the 11 between 11 and 12. So we have a little bit of time here that we can just go burn up the rest of this baby energy we have left. We're just doing some experimenting. Normally I would just go to sleep, but I'm actually experimenting right now on exactly how detrimental it is to go to bed past midnight. So far, the science is if we went to bed, if I go to bed past midnight, I wake up at 9:30 a.m. And if I go to bed at 1 a.m., I wake up at 10 a.m. So there's a 30-minute difference. And then we're going to see what 11 is. I have a theory, but we'll wait. We'll wait and see. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of cooking. I want to sell most of these eggs during the event, but I would like to do a little bit of cooking here. We can actually make some sashimi if we want. Let's go ahead and grab some cooking stuff out of here, maybe. It's always good to just have a little bit of food to keep yourself energized in this game. Is this Story of Seasons game as smooth as Robust Blastoise? Robust Blastoise. What a name.
Yes.
Yeah, he's very robust, that's for sure. Chat friendship boost. Makes a good gift for Hearth Day. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of milk as well. Now, it turns out that processed items sell for more. I wonder if cooking... So, this item sells for $2.54. How much does the milk itself sell for? $1.65. So, in theory, I want to cook everything before I take it to the bazaar and sell it, right? That's 100% how that works. Especially because my trends are white colored recipes. I'm sure that warm milk counts as white colored. I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn all of my milk into warm milk here.
Yes.
So excited for the new pack today. Yeah. Because I think this is going to sell really well at the bazaar.
Nice.
We're going to have a great bazaar day. It's going to be nuts. So now eggs we could sell raw. They're worth $1.53 if they're boiled, which I don't know if that counts as a white dish, but raw they are worth $95. So this one will experiment and we'll only cook a couple since we're not sure. I'm not going to cook them all. I'm just going to cook maybe like 3 here.
Nice.
I think it probably counts as white. It seems like it just needs to have a little bit of white in the recipe to count. That's what it seems like. All right, let's make some almond drink next. This sold really well last time.
Nice.
You giving people warm milk while wearing a cow suit? You know, I didn't really think about that, and that's kind of gross, actually. You know, that didn't actually cross my mind, and now that you mention it, it's kind of whack. Like, what am I doing? That's kind of whack. Like, we probably shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Now that you mention it. So now, turnip salad is technically white. So again, turnips are worth $3.38 for the salad. $2.73 for the turnips. Let's go ahead and try. Turnips aren't really white themselves, but the salad is. And if you look at this, white crops is one of my things, but turnips are kind of green. So we're going to go ahead and cook a bunch of turnip salad as well. That's a little too close to ACNH and pigeon milk. Oh no, not the Pidgey milk. Don't stop. Chat. I realized that because I didn't pause between those words, I just said don't stop instead of Stop. Don't. Please. I gotta be careful with when I pause in a conversation now, don't I? All right, we can get some of this. I'd really like to get a new tool going. All right, we have a little bit of time. Let's try. Yo, what's up, Goopai? Good to see you today, man. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everyone's feeling good. All right, how do we get a new hammer? We need copper. I think we can do a tool. I think we can get a new tool going. I guess it depends on how much copper we have. Yo, Kalani with the 40. Some love in the chat if you got a free hand. Oh, we only have 2 copper. This could be the problem here. I see. We only have 2 copper. That could actually be a problem. Let's go check. I think we need a 3rd copper to get a new tool. Oh, no, we can get a new tool. So we can get a copper sickle or a copper hoe or a fishing rod. I'm going to go with the sickle. Because I use the sickle a lot. The item will tell you if it's trending if you hover over it. Oh, wait, really? It'll just straight up tell you? Let's go check. You know, I think I knew that, and then I forgot that. Is that fair? Does that make sense? I think I knew that, and then I forgot that. All right, let's see. Let me grab this. I'm just trying to clear my inventory here. All right, we'll just hold on to this stuff for now. Wait, let me get that food I was gonna eat. Sashimi. And we can just throw that ore in here. All right, so if you hover over it, it'll tell you if it's trending. So the turnips are trending. So turnips count as a white. Oh, it literally says a plump white turnip. So we're good. So now we've solved that. So turnips are trending, but so is the turnip salad. So I was right to cook it. So are the boiled eggs. So we want to cook all of the eggs. I'm so glad you jumped in here and said something, dude. What's up, Turtle Senpai? Oh my gosh, we're gonna make so much money at the Bazaar. We're about to make moolah at the Bazaar. So let me go ahead and explain what's going on for those that are a little lost. Yes. So the way this game works is that in order to sell stuff in this game, you have to sell stuff at what's called the Bazaar. Every Saturday, the Bazaar opens and you sell stuff, basically playing like a mini game. Now, you can sell other stuff in the game, or you can sell at other locations. However, the game makes it pretty clear that selling at the Bazaar is the best for almost every item. So you want to save your stuff until Saturdays, and you want to sell your stuff at the Bazaar. The game kind of makes that clear that that's the play. Now, every season in the game, there's a trend, and that trend makes it to where the items are more desirable, they sell out more frequently, and even more importantly, they are worth more money. All right, so, oh wow, there's a whole page dedicated to what's trending. I didn't even realize. Beautiful. Wow, beautiful. Pickled onions. All right, now let's see. Now I have a giant turnip, but here's, look at this. So if I use the giant turnip to make turnip salad, I lose value. The giant turnip is actually worth 890 monies on its own, 819. But if I turn it into a turnip salad, it's only worth 400. So you don't want to process everything. That's what we're learning here. Some stuff doesn't want to be cooked. Some stuff does. And you're going to want to pay attention to that if you're like me and you want to kind of, overly optimize what's going on. And that's my style, right? I like to optimize when I'm playing these games. So we could scroll through and see what's trending. If there's anything else in our inventory that's trending. And then we could sell that. And then we could also go take a look at our recipes. And the game will tell us if the recipe's trending as well, I think. And we could see if there's anything else worth making. We don't have stuff for ice cream. We don't have rice yet, but we might have rice tomorrow. We don't have whatever that is. Material list. Bread and white bread. Oh, so I'd have to make bread first. Okay. All right, and that's it for trending. Oh, also egg over rice. So we have a couple options. Okay. All right, it's almost 11. We get to go to sleep. And we get to test what happens if we go to bed at 11. Again, when we went to bed at midnight, we woke up at 9:30 a.m. Now let's see what happens when we go to bed at 11. Maybe we'll wake up at the proper time. If it's anything like older farming sims alongside this one, it's anything before midnight is healthy. Anything after midnight is pretty taxed. I woke up at 8 a.m. Gift honey to friends your age on honey day to make them extra happy. You can also give honey cake. All right, the cafe will sell honey. So could I, in theory, just gift everybody honey that's my age and just get a bunch of friendship points with everybody? Right? Like, in theory, is that what the game's kind of telling me I can do? Because, I mean, even the mayor, he gave me 5 stacks of honey. Like,
How are you?
Shireen Radio. We're celebrating Honey Day on Spring 21. Anyone catch your eye this year? Let them know with a sweet gift of honey. Not everyone likes honey on a normal day. Sure, but Honey Day, everyone knows what that means. And for that oh-so-special someone, tell them exactly how you feel with honey cake. So yeah, they want you to gift honey to everybody, basically, to get friendship points. But you want to gift honey cake to maybe somebody that you're more interested in is kind of the vibe. All right, let's go take care of our crops and animals, and then we're going to go gift some honey. Get ourselves some mail. Maybe we unlocked a new title. Ooh, I got 10 sugar. Hey!
Yes.
We got a chef signboard. And we got 10 sugar. That means we can do some more cooking. That also means that I have more space in my inventory taken up. Which is always fun. Oh, Ultra Harvest. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka. The people's elbow. Do you smell? What the harvesting is cooking. I can't harvest my rice until my scythe is done, which I don't know if it's done yet. Let's go see. It said 8 hours, but I don't know if it counts when you're sleeping. It does count when you're sleeping. Good. Nice. Do you get more crops by harvesting by jumping or no? No. But you just harvest more at a time. That's the benefit. The benefit is that you're harvesting more at a time. Does that make sense? I don't think you get any bonuses. Yeah, so like, instead of harvesting one at a time by just clicking on it and pressing A, you're just harvesting more at a time. So it's like a time saver thing, I guess. But you're trading your time for stamina, so you do have to be careful. All right, let's go take our bath. Mario butt stomp. Yeah, it's straight up a Mario butt stomp. Yeah. What's up, Black Diamond? Yo, enjoy your lurk, M. Yeah, we'll do a first impressions review here and we'll clip it. Ooh, Turtle Senpai. I was wondering what that meant. I have a different signboard. I'm gonna experiment this Saturday. All right, let's go ahead and just water the whole field, and we can plant the seeds after. Because if we water now, then we'll be able to water later a little bit faster, and that's our goal here. So, all right, let's go grab some seeds and let's get those seeds planted. We're almost out of energy again. Good thing we have some sashima to eat. All right, that's all the seeds I have now. Also, do I have any fertilizer in the bank? I don't. I need to make more fertilizer and we can go do that right now. Let's get that fertilizer going real quick. I had my hands full before, and I kind of love that they have the trending items instead of just always pumping out the same high money crops. Right, it's going to force you to adapt and to play the game differently. Isn't that so interesting? How it's literally going to force the players to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to grow these crops instead. I think that's so cool. I think there's something very special about that as far as like getting the players to interact with the game outside of just like pure efficiency. Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be a bit of a different experience because of that. We're running out of energy. We better eat some sashima. Nice. Rod durability up. We could go do some fishing, but we actually have to go do some honey stuff first. All right, we're broke, and we've planted every seed that we have. Every seed that we have until the next Bazaar day, which is tomorrow, so pretty good so far. All right, you're telling me this isn't done yet? It's so close. 1 hour and 22 minutes. Okay. Yo, get your lurk on, dude. Thank you. All right, grab this. All right, and we have wheat in here. So let me go ahead and get these weeds out of here, and then we'll get this wheat stored. Now we can process wheat into our rice. I wonder, can we process? Do we have to process rice, or do we just cook with it? I think we might just cook with it. Let me see. Oh, it won't even let me look. Rip. Okay. I think you might just cook. I think you might have to process the rice. That's how almost every game works. So let's just assume it works the same, right? All right. Come on out, you bunch of cuties. Out the front door with ye. Out the front door with ye. Sometimes you just straight up got to take the chickens out because they're stubborn. So sometimes you just gotta go take them out, dude. They're stubborn little bottoms.
There.
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 There. All right, nice. The processing finally finished in the windmill. You enjoying the game? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, this is this might be one of the best Story of Seasons games ever made, and it's a remake of an older game. So I don't know if it's comparable to like modern stuff. Like I think those should probably be separated, but this game is really good. All right, we have the weeds on us, but I want to bring rice with me. Maybe we can process rice and sell it. And since rice is going to be white once we process it, maybe it'll be worth more. Maybe it'll be trending. $15 hours. We have 2-star rice. Wow. And I can make vinegar. Oh, wow. 2-star vinegar as well. And then we can also go ahead and get some more fertilizer going. All right, everything finished at once, which is perfect. All right, we have 20 fertilizer we could throw into the fields. It's not a lot, but it's something. Nice, we're already getting level 2 crops because we're fertilizing so much. I'm playing on Switch 2. What's up, Coley? How are you today? We're playing on... I have the Switch 2 edition. Specifically, I should say that. Not only am I playing on the Switch 2, I'm actually playing on the Switch 2 edition. Which, you know, there's a difference. At least I had to pay $10 extra, so there better be a gosh darn difference. Do, 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 do. So the music note things are called happy points, and it's how I can buy certain things from the nature sprites. So there's a whole separate currency and like shop system. Oh, good to see y'all. Good to see you, Colleen. I'm glad to see y'all connecting in the chat. That makes me very happy. All right, let's go give some honey for Honey Day. Oh boy, Critch Lax. How you doing, Critch? Good to see you, man. Oh boy, dude. Oh, I'm ready for ZA. Oh, we're gonna no life that game. So to explain a little bit further for you, March. So to give you an example of something that I purchased a fruit, a special fruit.
Splendid. Wonderful.
I purchased a special fruit that gives me permanent stamina using those heart points, and it cost me 15,000 of the points. So when you see the points tick up, this should give you a better idea of.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, a little honey for Honey Day. Thank you. That's so sweet. Oh, was that a pun? So like watch when the points stack up here. A sweet gift of honey for your sweetheart. So romantic. I just love festivals like this. So the next time you see the points pop up, you'll see that maybe I'm at a couple thousand. That's not necessarily a ton. Right? Like, and again, you'll see that in just a second.
How are you
Isn't
today?
that sweet?
For you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it cost me 15,000 to get this special fruit that gave me a permanent stamina increase called Power Fruit. And there's a bunch of stuff like that in the game. At the shop. You can buy a bunch of decorations for your stall, all sorts of stuff. I was just trying to give you a rough idea. Wait, what did she say?
How nice.
I can't gift this to you. Why not? Why can't I gift you, dude? I don't know. Maybe she's not a marriageable candidate. I don't know. Could you show me where the sprite booth is at the bazaar? So you have to unlock it. And yeah, I can show you where it is. But you just know you have to unlock it. Here, let's give some honey to this guy.
Here.
Whoa!
Nice. Yeah, I can show you. I'll head up to the bazaar right now. Where'd you get the honey? So I got the honey as a gift for Honey Day from the boss. She's allergic to honey? Yeah. She's probably just allergic to idiots. Or cows. One or the other.
For you.
So yeah, they gave me...
Hey.
The mayor gave me the honey for this festival, but there is an apiary system in the game, by the way. There is an apiary system. Like you can harvest honey as like a trade in this game.
Yep.
I haven't unlocked it yet. I think it's going to be later game. But all right, our last honey for a honey.
Yep.
All right, we locked her heart. We have to get her quest. All right, let me show you if I remember where the bazaar is. I got your back, Bree. If I remember where it is. Now, keep in mind, it's only going to be open on Saturdays. So it might not even be up here.
Fabulous.
It might not even be up here till Saturday. It's all the way right here. Crazy shortcut. Yeah, we're living life on the edge. It's all the way right here. Yeah, it's kind of hidden. I understand why you couldn't find it, because the bazaar is way bigger than you realize. That's the first thing I learned about the bazaar, as I was running around and I thought to myself, this bazaar is actually a lot bigger than you realize at first. Oh yeah, you can also buy honey for the event. Correct. Yeah, so if you make it to Honey Day, you can buy honey for the event as well, which is nice. I'm broke, so I'm just gonna use the free stuff. Homie's broke out here. All right, let's go ahead and eat this sashimi and let's fish. All right, we got some bait up. Let's fish. We have a request for fishing, so I figure we'll spend some energy doing this today. So the bait makes the fishing a little bit easier, I think.
Nice.
Your biggest catch yet. Plus, if we use this bait, it'll clear out my inventory.
Yes.
All right, nice. Keep it up. Keep it going. And do-do-do-do-do-do. Anyone else having Pokemon Go relapse? So recently they announced that Pokemon Go is going to be going all the way up to 80, level 80. Did anybody else hear about that? Level 80. They're going to be raising the cap for the first time since the game released. I wonder if that's going to affect how high the CP for Pokemon can go. Because that's how it normally works. I'm very interested in how that's going to all play out. You doing a raffle today? I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see where the day takes us. I'm 43. What will that put me at? So yeah, I think you're just going to stay the same level. And you're just going to be able to level up past level 50? I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Maybe it is going to scale differently and they are going to give us a boost. Because I'm at like 42. All right, so I just confirmed something that we talked about yesterday. You can actually fill your stock up throughout the week for the Bazaar. Oh my God. If you are having inventory problems, I think I just found your solution. You can stock up the Bazaar before Saturday. So in theory, you can just use it as a secondary storage. Now, I don't know if it's going to keep the freshness of stuff. That's the question here. Is it going to keep stuff fresh? That is something that you're going to have to experiment with. Okay, we can water crops again. Good. Let's go ahead and get our animals inside. Right? And then if not, maybe just the night before. Exactly. Even just the night before might make sense, right? The parkouring you do across the map is hilarious. I love it. Yeah, it's so nice and smooth. This game is super comfy. I couldn't agree more. All right. All right, so what we want to do is grab everything we plan to take there. So we have our turnips, we have our radishes, giant turnips, we have our milk. We're taking all these 0.5 flowers to sell them to clear our inventory, or we're just going to process these flowers. So actually, let's not take the flowers. Yeah, we will sell these, but we'll keep everything else for now. We could just sell our rice, but we probably want to process all the rice. Let's take all these bugs and stuff with us. Let's take this. Let's take this. All right, we have all of our warm milk. We can sell these fish as well, but I'll keep the fish for cooking. We'll just take this milk, whatever. I guess I could just cook the milk up. We can get more warm milk, right? Same thing with these eggs. I'm going to try to sell some trash. Why not, right? I'm going to try to sell some trash. See if I can pull one over on the townsfolk. Sell them some literal garbage. I could also sell these medals again, because we sold those last time and they sold pretty well. All right, let me go quickly check and see if I can turn my radishes into a dish. So King of Arcadia, multiple people have confirmed that medals are just for selling. However, if you look at the gold and silver medals, they actually have a weird text that says something along the lines of some people might be interested in these. Therefore, I'm hoarding those. I'm currently hoarding the silver and the bronze because I think maybe there might be a use for them later. But I am selling the regular medals. Those, just sell them, get yourself some cash. But I'm keeping the silver, gold, and bronze for now until I can 100% confirm that they don't have a use in the game. All right, we just got we have 30 strawberries to sell as well. Wow. We're about to have a good Bazaar day. Work is getting in the way of me playing. Dude, work, get out of here. How freaking dare you? All right, we have 2 spaces for processing. Let's go ahead and grab some more fertilizer. Just want to keep this windmill processing. Just want to keep it flowing. What do we got in here? Some more fert. We'll take it. Not that I can tell, but my spring had metals trending. Oh, wow. You could get metals trending. That is interesting. That might be all the reason in the world to save them, I suppose. Unless you're like really broke, you can probably just save them. That's interesting. All right, and then we have a little bit more fertilizer to put down here. We're gonna be pushing it. We're pushing it. One more. Oh my gosh, we're at 0 again. All right, dope. Let's go load up our shop. We made it to one single stamina. If I do anything else, I'm passing out. Push it to the limit. Yeah, maybe there's like a failsafe like March Marauder said, as long as it's a small amount of energy you're using. But maybe the failsafe doesn't work if you're doing a huge amount of energy. Because to be able to do that twice is kind of eerie, right? So maybe there is a failsafe for small energy stuff, but maybe the failsafe isn't there if you're doing like big energy stuff. So if you're at very little energy and you try to do a triple jump Hadouken, then like, yeah, you're gonna pass out. But if you're at little energy and you just put like a single piece of fertilizer down, the game is like, okay, you're not being ridiculous, right? Like maybe there's something along those lines. All right, so I have a farmer signboard that helps with crops and a chef signboard that helps with recipes. I'm actually going to keep the farmer's one up because I'm selling so many strawberries and radishes. We're going to keep that up. Yeah, I agree with you, little blueberry. I would look into perfumes. I made 22,000 on my Bazaar. I sold a couple perfumes last time. Yeah, I sold a couple perfumes. I didn't realize how much of money makers they were. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. Nice. And we had some stuff. We had some stuff finished processing just now, so we can go put some processing in. Oh, actually, if I can make it to bed before 11, maybe I can wake up even earlier. I don't think I'm gonna make it back. No. Okay, that's fine. So instead, let's just go ahead and get a little bit more processing going super quick. All right, what else do we want to process? We have rice. I wanted to process some of these 0.5 flour, so the mint. Yeah, that's good for now. Let's go throw this into the windmill. This game looks cozy and fun. What's up, Wise Mage? I think it is. I'm having a blast. This game is making me very happy right now. All right, we got 3 of those going. Here, let's go ahead and make some perfumes. Sure, let's make some perfumes. Yeah, maybe you're... Let's go ahead and do it. Let's commit. Let's commit. Let's make a bunch of perfume, right? All right, perfect. Yeah, I love that jumping and moving doesn't take stamina. I think that would have been kind of not fun to interact with. And I think that's probably why they did it, right? Because, like, they gave us this really cool hopping around system, and then, like, what they punish you for using it, like, that would have felt kind of bad. So I'm actually really happy that they don't punish me for hopping around. It's nice. And, you know, it's kind of almost like a quality of life situation, if you ask me, because that's the difference between older games and newer games. Is older games didn't care about making things feel kind of tedious, and maybe not everything was fun, whereas modern games are kind of okay with leaning into the fun. Like, sure, let the player just hop around. Why would you not? Why punish the player? Just let them have fun, dude. And that's what it should really be about, unless it's important to the game's systems that it worked another way. Like, for example, like a survival game. Sure, if a really intense survival game wanted to punish you for hopping, that makes sense. A farming game, not so much, right? Like, don't punish me. It doesn't really matter, right? Yo, good to see you, Ryan Perk. All right, so we woke up at 8 a.m. again, and this time we went to sleep at 11:30. So pretty much the 11 hour means 8 a.m. All right, y'all ready for Bazaar Day, dude? Oh, I'm so excited. We made it to Bazaar Day. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a little mini review for the game. All right, we got a new title. New menu rolling out. Okay, we have a new menu coming soon. Okay. Sticky Sweet. Gift Giver. Crimson Intern. Sickle Crafter. Dude, so many titles and so many freebies. All right, drop all this stuff off. And let's take care of the farm and the animals, and then we have to hit the bazaar. We have to be fast on Saturdays. We have to be fast on Saturdays. We have to hit the bazaar as soon as possible. So let's get these crops taken care of. Oh wait, these are harvestable. We got some harvests. The more I watch, the more I want to play this. All right. Garuga match. Aha! This game's so silly, dude. All right, let's go. No time to do anything else. We can fertilize later. All right, now I don't know if you can do anything with these soybeans. I think you might be able to process some of these soybeans. Let's quickly check. We're already low on time. It's already almost bazaar time. Soybeans? Yes, we can make soybean flour.
Farmers, fertilize that ground and water
and
their
miso.
crops. Yeehaw,
And soy sauce.
Day howdy.
Thanks, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule. Yo! Finally, peace returns to Hyrule. All right, soybeans locked in. Yo, what's up, Brielle? Thank you for 3 years, dude. Holy heck. Yo! All right, we're gonna sell the rest of these soybeans. Well, again, I think we want to process stuff instead of selling it, because like rice is worth 81, vinegar's worth 174. So actually, we're gonna save these soybeans, and the same thing with the rice, and we're just gonna process this stuff. and we'll just sell it at the next bazaar. We have plenty to sell this time around. Like, we're good. Let's just double check if there's anything else that we want to take with us. We'll have some eggs and milk from the animals. Is there any last minute items? Let's go ahead and sell this golden egg there. I'm saving all this stuff. Any last minute items that we want to get rid of? Let's go ahead and we'll hold on to the magic blue flowers. No, we'll sell. I guess I could save these for dye. I will do that. I will do that. What's up, Tracy Minaj? All right, we'll save those for dye. All right, I think we're good. I think we have a pretty nice lineup. Let's go take care of our animals and let's go. All right, buddies. Time to get outside. Time to go outside. It's always the chickens holding us up.
There.
Oh, if they're... Okay, never mind. I thought something happened that didn't. All right, let's go. Grab you real quick. All right, we just need to brush and milk. I know, Story of Seasons animals, they know what they're doing. They knew that people would be animals about the Story of Seasons animals. They knew. They knew how to make us go rabid. All right, what's up, a cute fish? Good to see you here. Give me just a second. Dang it, it's already 10. We're missing. We gotta go to the bazaar. We're missing sales right now. Frick. Man, taking care of my animals took way too long. We had to go to bed earlier. We gotta be getting up a little bit earlier, and I think we can get up at 6 a.m. Let's go to the bazaar. Oh, we got stuck. We missed about an hour of sales. This is the first time we've ever got here literally late. All right. Some kind of cutscene because we unlocked a new shop. I've only caught Bazaar days, so it's always a huge rush. That's a funny predicament to be in. All right. Oh, I didn't read that. Thanks for your efforts. Care to join me in wishing a new partner a warm welcome? All right, let's go. Do. All right, so we have a new shop to check out today, which is going to sell us decorations to give us better effects for our bazaar. Rebecca's Decor is now open for business. Should you wish to embellish your storefront at the bazaar, she's sure to have all the trinkets you need. Thanks again for all the help, Rob Boss. Couldn't have gotten this place set up without you. Stop by for some shopping, all right? I'll be here waiting for you. Why is he so buff? Dude eats his spinach, right? Homie eats his Wheaties, right? Another cutscene. Something must be happening here. Yo, Rob Boss, got a minute? Okay, they're teaching me about decor. Just wanted to give you a little something as a thanks for helping me set up my shop. Okay, I was gonna hope for a discount, but this works. Try jazzing up your own bazaar stall with that. The results will speak for themselves, trust me. I have all kinds of cool decor like that for sale if you ever want more. You know where to find me. See, this is where this game would be considered slow.
Nice.
Canopy tent. Use it to decorate your bazaar. Sorry, the more decor you display from the same series as your tent, the more effects they'll have on your bazaar sales. You can have up to 3 effects going at once. Okay. Right, that's where people are gonna, like, people have called this game a little slow. Like, that's why it's slow, because they love giving you little cutscenes and explaining stuff. And you can skip those cutscenes, but for some people, that interruption is annoying. Like, just now, that happened to me twice, and I was actually kind of annoyed. Here I am, running to the bazaar for a super hype, crazy rush bazaar day. And they hit me with back-to-back cutscenes getting in my way from doing the thing I'm excited to do. Right? Like, that's where this game shows its age. That's old school. Like that's get out of our way. Let us play the game. We don't need a cutscene for everything. But that does create a cool experience. It creates world building. It creates a slow paced kind of enjoy the conversation and kind of experience. So, you know, for some people it's probably annoying, but for others I think it's like kind of a part of the experience, right? So again, you can skip the cutscenes, but still to interrupt me twice in a row was kind of obnoxious, right? So I just wanted to share that experience because I know some people were saying, is this game going to pick up pace? Well, yes, the game is going to pick up pace. You're always going to be running into these situations where they just bombard you with cutscenes and you're like, okay, sure. Like, I guess I'll watch or I'll skip, right? All right, save and return. We got a new canopy. We're looking nice and good. Let's go ahead and check stock. We have a couple things to stock up here. All right, y'all ready? Yeah, random. All right, here we go. We have 21 items to sell. We can sell the fish bait too, why not? Let's just sell it all. All right, here we go, man. Open up shop, dude. We're a little late today. Don't worry though, people. I got the goods.
Open for business.
All right, boom. We got to get some stuff on the table. X. Fish. Hear ye. I got turnips. I got this stuff. I got giant turnips. Okay, this person wants flowers. This person wants a frog. All right, let me get the flowers real quick.
Wonderful.
All right, I got a frog in here somewhere. No, frog guy walked away. Not good. Oh, this is intense. I got too much stuff. Dude, if you fill up your stock too intense, it's crazy. All right, we got some drink, some walnut juice. Oh, now we got a tier 3 resub? I can't keep up with this.
Thank you.
Dang it, I'm missing a bunch of sales, dude. I wasn't ready. I can't tell. Does this person want me to switch something? Oh, I see. I couldn't tell what was going on there. Yo, thank you, Nieces. I appreciate you. Holy heck. Thank you, X Crossing, for the tier 3 59. Thank you, man. I hope you're doing well, dude.
Way cool.
All right, we missed a bunch of sales, but that's fine. We're doing all right. We'll go ahead and we'll get the cheer squad in here soon. Man, I have never had a stock as full as I have now, so I wasn't ready for everyone requesting a bunch of different stuff. I should have waited to fill my tables up. I think the strategy is you wait to fill your tables up until you start seeing what people are interested in. That's where I messed up. I think I filled my tables up too fast and then I couldn't keep up.
Great.
Because you have to do all of this in real time. Like, hear ye, come here, old man with the gray hair, buy my eggs. Buy my frogs. Yes, we have warm milk straight from the udder. Wow, this guy wants to buy my trash. Nice. Hear ye, this guy wants fish bait. I don't know what a little kid's gonna do with fish bait. Maybe it's a good gift for your papa. This person wants gold medals.
Cool.
All right, nice. All right, let's cheer squad. Last 30 minutes, cheer squad. Let's go. Let's go. Sell it up, sell it up. Roll it up, roll it up. Get it selling, baby, get it selling. Let's go, old lady. I got some warm milk for you right here. Yo, Chach with the red vest. No problem.
Way cool.
Who's next? Who's next? Lady, your pants are way too high up. Your pants are in no man's land. Move along. Grandma, don't worry. Got all your eggs right here. Got all your eggs right here, Grams. Little kid, give me your money, dude. Oh, dang. Ah, but you have to display stuff or they don't see what they want. Dang it, you do have to display stuff. So it's just, you have to be quick, man. It's hectic, dude. Somebody wants a golden egg. Got one of those. Somebody wants a regular egg. Quick, we can do that. Somebody wants an old dirty boot. I got old dirty boots for you. They call me old dirty bastard for a reason. No, they actually don't. Just kidding.
Ooh, lovely.
Dang it. All right. Dude, we did pretty good. Woo, we did pretty good, man. I was panicking. I got so panicked. And then all of a sudden, these subs are rolling in. Thank you, X Crossing. Thank you, Nisi, for the support, man. Good morning, everybody. 24 Gs. Woo! 24 Gs. Not bad. Not bad. All right, we have another session at 3. And here's what we have left in stock. Nothing. It's going to be very chill. It's going to be night and day. We sold it all. We sold it all, baby. All right, let's go shopping. Let's go see what we got. Let's go shopping, baby. All right, we can buy some fertilizer. Here we can get wheat flour. I will pick up some wheat flour for cooking. Not much, though. What is that? Did that say breadcrumbs? Yeah, what the heck? That's so interesting. All right. Let's go check out some of the other shops. Let's go see if there's any new animals today. My barn's not big enough,
Welcome.
so I can't buy new animals anyways. But let's see what they got. They got a cow, a fully grown cow. They have a baby sheep, a fully grown brown alpaca, and a baby chick. So we can't do anything with these guys anyways. We gotta. Speaking of upgrades, let's go and see if we can upgrade our barn at the carpenter shop. Oh, and we can check out the new shop here.
Welcome.
All right, Rebecca's got the decorations. So bulk sale level 1. So people buy stuff in bulk more likely? Is that what that means? I think that's what the bulk effect means. Prices level go up. Florist counter. So we can level up the prices of our counter. So I guess that means like stuff sells at a higher price. Why don't we go ahead and buy ourselves a new counter? Now, actually, I can buy some of this stuff at with the sprites, and that doesn't cost me money. Hold on a second. Oh, the sprites aren't up here. Oh, they're over here. I'm so sorry, Bree. I was wrong. The sprites are way up here. I was wrong earlier.
Hi, welcome.
All right, so here we go. See, look it. We can get items from here. Like we can get a leaf counter for 5,000 happy points. I like that you can buy the baby animals or the adult animals.
H-Day cheers, H-Day wave, H-Day wiggle.
You had people buy 8 versus 3 with bulk. Okay. Yo, thank you, Casino Roy, for 47. Man, the love coming in here today. We get around a love in the chat if you got a free hand. Don't be shy now. All right, we got a ton of happy points here we can spend. And I don't really know what I want to spend the happy points on. I guess wheat seeds would be nice. But that's a lot of happy points. All right, let's go ahead and get the leaf counter for price up. We already have a new tent. We don't need another new tent. I also wouldn't mind having these sprite boxes that transfer stuffs to and from your storage. You can access your storage from anywhere. Let's go ahead and buy this for the bazaar. And then happy energy gain. We'll buy this. And then I guess I'll buy some wheat seeds as well. I could probably just buy the wheat seeds with cash, because 1,000 each is a lot. Now later on, that might be useful. Oh, they gave me the explanation of the sprite box, but I didn't read it. Oops. Hopefully I understand how it works. There it is. I see it right there.
Welcome, welcome.
All right, Miguel, what you got for me today, buddy? All right, Miguel does have wheat seeds. We're going to go ahead and we're going to purchase 10 wheat seeds. We need more buttercup flowers if we're ever going to finish that quest. A lot more, actually. Well, we actually might want 20. Yeah, we might want 20. Same thing with pansies. We might not even be able to grow all those this season. I'll go ahead and I'll grab some fertilizer just to help my fertilizer stock out. We're going to skip the tree until we get more farmland because I think the tree has to be grown on your farm. I think so. I think it's like Wonderful Life, where trees are actually grown on your farm and you lose that space on your farm. I think so. So I don't really want to deal with that right now. And then otherwise, I don't really need to buy the rest of these seeds because, like, we want to sell white crops. So we're going to hold out on potatoes and stuff. Now, maybe I want to grow some of this stuff for cooking later. So we can grab just a measly 5 of each. I have onions in the ground right now, I think. Nah, screw the logic of buying stuff for cooking later. We're just gonna wing it until next season. We'll start worrying about cooking in year 2. Did the decor say girls say if you had the same kind of decor you would get a boost? She also said you can have 3 active boosts at one time. So you can either do one of each, or maybe you can triple up on them. That's a really good I'm not sure. What we can do... All right, we don't have enough to get the field. I want this field expansion next. That's what we're working towards next. Okay, so we unfortunately bought a little bit too much stuff.
Darn right.
So we have to wait, but I really want that field upgrade. Yeah, so let's go ahead and read the tooltip again, because I think that this is a really good question. So let's read exactly how it works.
Y'all filthy animal.
Did I do it?
Dude, a 3-year from Trouble Goats? Dude, today is insane.
Thanks, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule.
What's up, dude? Thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. The primes all add up. All right, so
Peace returns to Hyrule.
the more decor you display from the same series as your tent, the more effect they'll have on your Bazaar sales. I understand they're not talking about the effects, they're talking about the series. So let me give you a quick example, even though I'm going to be cutting into my profits here, but I have to be fast. So you know how I just purchased the leaf? Like I just purchased the leaf tent or the leaf stall. If I buy the leaf tent, then I'm matching. So let me buy the leaf tent right now. So what they're saying is that there's sets, and if you use the same set, you're getting a better bonus. That's not necessarily saying that the buffs though. Does that make sense? So like right now I have the leaf tent and the leaf counter, and this is going to give me a bonus. Maybe I can even do the nature sprite. Maybe that also will be good, right? That's basically what they're saying. And then I think, now your next question was, do you want to have the same, do you want to stack buffs or you want to have different? I'm not sure, right? So I can get price up on the counter. I can get bulk up on my tent, and it looks like I can get individual boosts with these. So I guess you can't even stack them because they don't look stackable. Like I can only get bulk effect on tents. I can't get that on tables. So I guess that question doesn't matter. I wonder why there was no decor bonus. You definitely sold cooked dishes. Maybe I mixed up what sign you put out. I put out my crops board. And I guess all it does is affect the popularity, which means that it's more popular to sell, I guess. I had the crop board up though. All right, let's go. So hopefully that made sense. What's up, Big Fuzz, by the way?
Take a look.
All right, we got strawberries. We got some milk. And we got some eggs. So what's that number above that? Does that mean that it's getting a bonus? Is that number above it mean that it's getting boosted? Because I don't think that number was there normally. Interesting. Do, 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 do. 1 second, chat. All right, sorry about that. I had to. I have to let somebody in here real quick. I thought you can change our price. I don't think so. I think they just pay whatever it's worth, right? Check stock. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think they just pay whatever it's worth. And it goes up in price. It goes up in price depending on the popularity and all of the other extrinsic, like, things.
Very good.
Do do do. All right, nice. Let's see how much we made off of our back stock, right? A solid 4,000. Nice. So we made a total of 28,000 today, I think. What do you want to do? Check storage. Look at this. I can reach my storage from town now. Man, this game thought about all of it. I'll be right back. I gotta go open up this door. Sorry about that. Give me just a second, chat. I apologize. Yo, jump in the chat and let me know if you're still out there, all right? I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Kuromi dance.
My bad, y'all. I'm really sorry about these interruptions, dude. What's up, Necessary Cherry? I just want to take a moment to say this is not how I normally run my show. I've had a lot going on the past 2 days. All of these little breaks and shit are kind of obnoxious. My bad, y'all.
Grand Bazaar looks like fun. Thanks for streaming it for us.
Yo, thank you, Solar Snooky. I appreciate the 44. And thank you, Necessary Cherry, for the 30-month Prime as well. You gotta live your life. Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm just saying my piece. No worries. I understand some people get it, but it's just not how I run my show. So, thanks for sticking around. For those of you that did. Oh, I guess my alpaca can be sheared now. Nice. I didn't realize it fully grew. Nice. First wool. Super sick. All right, hopefully we can take a bath because we need to water our crops again. Did you just parkour on people's houses? Yeah, I did. All right, nice. And I think we have some time to get some fertilizer going in here. And we hopefully have enough energy to maybe get some of it going.
I'm done.
Sweet. I wasn't paying attention, but that works. I was going to go to bed after anyways. Now everyone's going to be talking about me passing out again. The Bazaar review board is sending their review. Better get to the Bazaar grounds. Okay, so they forced this one on me because we're about to go up to rank 3.
Attention, everyone!
Nice.
My great pleasure to announce that our Bazaar has officially reached the Town Bazaar rank.
All right, we have to sell 200,000 for the next rank. Holy heck. Dang, so the grind begins, right? That's crazy.
Indeed, I'd say things are coming along quite nicely.
Well, it's not what I'd consider a significant achievement.
Dude, this lady's so
But
rude.
it does indicate enough growth that the board will support you for a while at least.
That's all I needed to hear.
Remember that you've only achieved the bare minimum here. I'd advise against resting on your laurels just yet. You'll need
Dang,
to put in a lot
she's
more
nothing but
effort if you
business.
want to retain the board's support in the long term.
Not one to mince words, are you?
That said, I was very impressed with your results. As I predicted, you will be integral to this Bazaar's success. You've done commendable work.
Wow, you're so cool. As if you've got any idea what's going on. Well, I know enough to know it's amazing. No, you don't. Just admit it. So cool. See? Lori gets it. Does she?
I know we can persevere if we all band together. Onward to the next rank!
By the way, Mayor, may I have a word?
Of course. Ask me anything.
The reports say that your bazaar was once so big as to be considered a grand bazaar. If so, what happened to cause such a drastic reversion?
Oh, story time.
Well, you see, our previous farmer drew large crowds back in the day. The bazaar wouldn't have grown nearly as big without her.
It's true that a good farmer can have a major influence on bazaar sales. All you need to do is look at your newest recruit's accomplishments for proof of that.
Indeed.
But I find it hard to believe their influence is that significant. Would you mind telling me more about this farmer for reference?
Well...
Mayor!
Oh, something's happening?
Come quick. We have a bit of a situation.
Certainly. Lead the way.
Sorry, Diana, but I'm going to need to borrow the mayor for a moment.
Go right ahead. Deal with what you must.
Apologies, Diana. We'll have to continue this some other time.
Of course. Tell me, did you notice anything odd about how the mayor was acting just now?
Seems like something must have happened.
Yes, I thought the exact same thing. There's something else behind this that he isn't talking about. At any rate, our main priority right now is to continue improving the Bazaar's rank. There's no point in pursuing the matter further if it only sets the mayor on edge. Switching gears for a moment, I meant it when I said that farmers have a major influence on the success of bazaars. I hope we can expect great things from you.
All right. Resident sleeper. What? Now it's just 8 a.m. and I'm here? What? They be doing that in this game. They be doing that time fast traveling you across the map because of cutscenes. Like, damn it. Now I gotta walk all the way home. What the heck, man? And we still got up at 8 a.m. even though we passed out. Interesting. Ugh. All right. I have something going on, so I got to get out of here. Nothing serious, but we have to cut it a little short today. So if you just got here, you'll be able to find this VOD over on YouTube. And I'll go ahead and release yesterday's episodes on YouTube as well. I appreciate everyone's patience. Thanks for understanding. Definitely not exactly what I had planned for today, but sometimes plans change. So I did want to be here all day, but we'll be back tomorrow. We'll make it. We'll hit it hard tomorrow instead. Maybe I'll come back later tonight if I have time. I don't know if I will. We'll go ahead and we'll drop a raid off real quick. Thank you everyone for coming out. Thanks for all your support, everybody. I appreciate the love coming in. And we'll go ahead and we'll raid on out of here today. And we'll see what's going on here in the Twitch space. All right. And we're gonna go and visit our friend doing a 12-hour birthday bash. Our friend Buka's doing a 12-hour birthday bash. All right, we're gonna go say what's up to some Hyrule Gaming Group members. On that note, this is Highly in Descent signing off from another wonderful Hyrule Gaming Group production. We'll have to cut the outro short today, but I hope you all go out there and have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. And I appreciate y'all jumping in here today. On that note, till next time, Highly in Descent signing off. Peace.